continuous hours of drinking, I'm just not into it.
But you're also old. So when you were younger...
I've seen so many tears. I felt like the whitest girl. And you know what? I loved it.
I'm so excited to see you tonight.
First date, baby. First date, I can't wait. First date.
Hello, and welcome to the very first episode of First Date with me as your host, Lauren Compton. This show is to find out what it's like to date the person in the hot seat and find out what their red flags are and if they have an opportunity for a second date. Are they dateable? We're going to find that out. Today, my guest is a stand-up comedian. He's an author. He's the host of the podcast Your Mom's House and Two Bears, One Cave, Tom Segura.
Hello, everybody.
Hello.
I love what you've done with the place.
Thank you.
It's very nice.
I like it a lot.
I do too.
I think it's pretty swanky.
It's very nice.
So I'll go ahead and tell you
Okay.
how we're going to do this. I have a
Please.
menu of questions.
I'm very excited.
I've got appetizer questions. So we'll get into like some easy stuff.
Okay.
Then we got main course, gets a little meatier. And then we'll end with a dessert question.
Okay.
And then I'm going to point out your red flags and keep score.
Okay.
So
We'll see.
we'll get started with my
Can't
favorite little first one.
Okay.
I have some appetizer questions. What do you do to relax?
Watch a bio on Ted Bundy or
Heavy psychological murders.
No, I mean my hobbies. I'll give you my hobbies right now.
Okay.
So I definitely enjoy like watching movies, things like that, relaxing at the house. I work out almost every day. I would say I'm an auto enthusiast. I like cars. I like going to the track with them.
Mm-hmm.
I'm getting my pilot's license, so I've been
Wow.
flying somewhat regularly. It's hard with the tour, but the tour's over, so I've been working on doing that. And so that's kind of the hobbies that I have outside of the home, which is, you spend most of your time at home.
Flying sounds kind of scary. You don't have any room to fail.
Well, here's the thing that I've been flying helicopters, not planes. And the thing about a helicopter flying is that you're always a few seconds from dying.
So you take the people you don't really like with you.
I mean, there's no point where you just let go of things and go, now we're flying. Like you're always engaged. So it's kind of exciting. And I flew in something so fun yesterday that we went fully vertical in a chopper on it. It was nuts.
That sounds pretty cool.
So yeah, it was fun. It was
Do you
really
drink
fun.
alcohol? Not when you fly, but just in general?
I'm a very light drinker. So I would say in the last week I've had 2 drinks. So I'm not
That's
a big.
pretty good. What do you drink when you drink?
I had we had friends at the house, and one of them made a spritz, a Campari spritz.
Oh yeah.
So I had one. I didn't like. He made the other one too. The Aperol.
Aperol spritz.
That was much better.
It's a very white girl drink.
That was. I felt like I felt. Let me tell you something. I felt like the whitest girl. And you know what? I loved it.
Is that did you only have one?
Yeah.
Gosh, I can't do that. I wish I could. I feel like it's like opening a bag of chips. I just can't have
I think
one.
the thing about me and alcohol is that it has to be. I don't like morning, day. It has to be evening, and I think the circumstance, like it either has to be this meal goes great with this, or we're really like turning it up tonight. Like we are here at this party, and like let's just go for it. But just like continuous hours of drinking, I'm just not into it.
But you're also old. So when you were younger, did you used to drink a lot when you were younger?
I mean, I maybe more, but I never was look, I've always had a night or two every year and continue to do where I like get hammered. I'm not saying like that still happens,
Yeah.
where you just go crazy with drinking. But when I was younger, I probably had more nights like that.
Yeah.
But I wasn't like, let's drink every day. I was never a daily drinker.
When you would go on dates with people, did you feel like alcohol would give you liquid courage and
Not really. I mean, Yeah, I remember one. Here's actually, I should say that I'm definitely not that guy. Is that I remember I got somebody told me I want you to go out with this girl. Told her, so I call her, and I'm young, not old now. Like I was like 21, 22 maybe. And I call her and I was like, hey, let's, you want to go out Friday or whatever. She's like, yeah, I know this area we can go and get drinks. And I was like, okay. And she was like, and she kept bringing it up. I was like, Jesus, like, do you think there's enough drinks in this area for you? Because it sounds like all you want to do is drink.
Yeah.
And then she was like, you're kind of a dick.
Calling her out on her shit.
I called her out within 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Like we hadn't even gone out. And then I was like, whatever, like, well, I don't know. I get off later. And then she was like, you know what? I don't know if I want to go out with you. And I was like, well, why don't you go get drunk with someone else then? And I just hung up like that. Yeah.
I just completely
Yeah, I was
canceled
like,
that.
whatever. Yeah. And then my friend was like, dude, she was gorgeous. I was like, I don't care. She was a loser. So, like, yeah.
Do you get jealous easily?
I wouldn't say super easily. I mean, I insecurities like anybody else, but I don't think I'm like a possessive, super jealous dude.
So besides ditching a girl and being like, I'm not going on this date with you, if you were out on a date, have you ever ditched a girl or had like a exit strategy if a date was going really bad?
Man. I mean,
I like where this is going.
I remember these ones make me feel bad though, right?
That's okay. I'm ready to call out a red flag.
You are? Okay. No, I do remember one time that I was in here's two quick ones. Once I was on a cruise and
That's a red flag.
that's a red flag. But I was in college. So it was our spring break cruise.
Okay.
And I went to I was drinking a lot.
Uh-huh.
The spring break.
I get it. No.
Yeah.
Disgusting.
It was gross. And I kind of, made out with this chick. Hooked up. By the way, so I've had this conversation. Does hook up for you mean slept with or just means anything happened?
I think if you hook up with someone, you have sex.
Okay, I thought that too. And then I realized that, that there's some people who are like, I hooked up. And you're like, oh, you guys, you banged? And you're like, no, we just hooked up. I'm like, wait, what? Like, I thought that means...
Like you high-fived?
Yeah, like what the fuck? They're like, oh, we made out. And I'm like, what? So, all right. So we're in...
Yeah.
Okay. We didn't hook up. We just like made out and fooled around and
messed around.
Messed around. So we messed around, and she wasn't that great. So, so the next day, I was talking to somebody else who was way better, and
that was fast.
And she was like standing by, and I just acted like I couldn't see her.
Oh my gosh.
And she just stood here, and I just kept going like, yeah, so.
That's like an in-person ghosting.
Yeah, then I was like, why don't we go over here? And then we just like
walked right by her? Oh my gosh, that's some trauma for her.
Yeah. And then she like kind of kept appearing at the places I would be at, and I would just be like, I would just turn, and I never made eye contact. I just was like, I don't see you.
Yeah.
So that was pretty bad. But I was drunk and 22. Another time, I was at a bar in LA, and it was dark. It was like a cool vibe, and this girl approached me. Again, I'm like 22 or 23 years old. Approached me and was very forward and like flirty, and asked for my number. Right. Mm-hmm. Which I was like, wow, that's pretty like bold. And, it was cool the way she did it. So I was like, yeah, I gave her my number. She called me the next day and was like, just, talking about what do you want to do? You want to do something this Friday? And I was like, sure. So I go to pick her up, and I was like, damn, it was dark in that bar. Like, it's not, this is wild. So I was immediately like, the fuck do I do? So she was like, let's go to this party. Let's go to this bar. Let's go, and I'm like, I'm trying to do the exit strategy.
Right.
I'm trying not to be like, I'm not going to leave her on the 405. I want to, but I'm not going to. So I just kind of like, I drive, and I just kind of shut down. Like, you don't want to keep, even if you find the person cool, if you're like, this is not going to go anywhere, you don't want to like keep engaging, like
Right.
making her laugh or like I'm having like pretend.
You don't want to let her think
You're
that
having a good time.
interested.
Exactly. So the only thing I did was just kind of like shut down. Like I just turned into an Uber driver. I was like, you know, you want me to turn it up? You know,
That's a red flag.
yeah. Okay. So
Blast the music so she can't speak.
yeah, I was like, you know, the voice is the best part about you, and it's not great. So
Dang.
yeah, when I find, you know, I did the spots. It was somebody had a party, and then I take her back to her place, and I was like, well, at least, you know, I got here. The whole thing was like, just get back to dropping her off.
Yeah.
And then she was like, do you want to come up? I was like, nope. And then hard no. And then she leaned in to kiss, and I gave her my cheek.
Oh.
But that's not misleading. That's a very clear message. And then
No, that's a direct, I'm not interested.
yeah, exactly. Which I wanted her to know.
Right.
So I did that, and then I was like, you know, you don't owe me for gas. Just get the fuck out. So, so no, you know, I dropped her off, but I didn't like abandon her. I took her back.
That's
to her.
nice of you. We're moving into the main course questions.
Okay.
So, what does make it great for you when you go on a date? What's the...
Man, I mean, it's almost like saying, like, for me, how do you describe what great chemistry is? Like, because the thing is, like, that was the whole thing about dates is like you go, you know, you whatever, you order a couple drinks, some food, and then you start talking. And I think a great date is like you forget how much time has gone by, right? You're just lost in conversation. It's great to have some similar interests. Like I was big on that. I was talking about that recently about how like, well, I mean, if you don't have any similar interests, I don't think it's going to be a great relationship. Like
Yeah.
you don't have to line up on everything. But like if you're like, we don't like the same music, we don't like the same movies, we don't like the same activities, we don't like the same vacation. Like you have to have something that aligns or a few things.
Yeah.
And then there's like that thing that's like kind of magical, right? Like in the air where you just go like, I think you go like, I just want to keep talking to this person. That's great chemistry. I want to keep talking to you, you know?
But what if the girl is like a 10 out of 10 smoke show, but you have no chemistry?
That question is a great one. And the answer is, how old are you when this happens? Because at 21, I'd be like, I don't give a fuck. I'm going to take this 10 out of 10 all over the world until the fucking brakes fall off. You know, like,
Yeah.
you just don't care. At my 44-year-old ass right now, I'd be like, there is not a chance in hell. I don't care. Because it's not enough. Yeah, I've lived too much and know
Yeah.
too much to know that as gorgeous and perfect as she might be, it's not worth it. Like I'm going to be exhausted immedially.
Yeah.
Like I can't. What's that? Someone said once, I can't isolate the hotness. In other words, like you being super hot is not enough.
Right.
It's not enough. It's not enough for a relationship. Sure, like I'll split your ham for a night, but I am not going to embark on a journey with you. And then the funny thing is, it's so associated with the way you see them. Like you go, the person who you were like, man, she's so gorgeous. Then somebody else says that and you're like, who, her? You're like, oh, no.
She's a shit person.
Yeah. And then you don't even see them as that attractive person anymore.
Yeah.
So without the chemistry and stuff, it doesn't matter if it's 10 out of 10. It doesn't matter. Like you have to be able to talk.
Have you ever been embarrassed on a date?
Oh, God.
Have you ever not been embarrassed on a date?
Probably not. I'm trying to think. Like, I'm pretty like self-aware and I think guarded, so that protects you from a lot of embarrassment. I'm trying to think of like, and I think my brain actually shelves those things, you know,
It's like blackout moments.
yeah, where I'm like, because I can't really think of like, oh, that was embarrassing. But you tell me one. Have you ever been embarrassed on a date?
Oh yeah.
Doing what?
Well, so I was watching porn before a date. You know.
So you were really gearing up for this date. God. This a first date?
No, it wasn't a first date.
Okay.
It was like a third date.
Third date, and you're like, I got to get ready for this date.
I actually like to do that so that I wasn't horny for
Oh, really?
the date. Yeah.
So you blast one out and then you go on the date?
Yeah. And then I'm like
Oh.
chilling.
Oh, okay.
I'm not like,
Interesting.
so
So then if you actually really like then he's really got to earn it. Like
Yeah.
Okay.
yeah.
All right.
So I realized I was late for the date and I shut my computer. And I took my computer on the date because this was also someone I was like writing with. And so I was like, oh, we're gonna write together. And when I got to Blue Bottle coffee shop in LA, just a normal coffee shop,
Yep.
I opened the laptop and it was just like pounding sounds.
Pounding sounds.
And I was so mortified that I couldn't move. I was just so frozen.
Yeah.
And the whole coffee shop heard it. So I shut the laptop, and for some horrific reason,
Yeah.
the sounds
Kept playing.
continued.
Yeah.
So I ran to the bathroom with the computer making noises all the way across, opened my computer, exited out of it, and I went back and I was beet red. I was so embarrassed.
It's mortifying. It's mortifying.
And I sit down with him and I'm like, so sorry about that. And he was like, it's fine. Do you want to go to my place?
Yeah,
Or?
yeah.
And I was like, no, I don't. And I never saw him again.
Okay.
I couldn't.
This prompted one. So
I'm glad that
yeah.
horror
Well,
story.
it did. No, you know what prompted it? It wasn't even like I was actually going to tell you because that happened to me with a cleaning lady coming in the house. And it wasn't a date, right? And and I did shut the laptop and it kept playing and it was horrible. But this one is kind of amazing. I did a play in LA. This is like years ago. I was like 22 and 23 years old. And this girl who I thought was really cute, who had come and seen me do stand up with her boyfriend.
Uh-huh.
Her boyfriend came, and so I was like, yeah, that's fine. Like I'd met her in an acting class. And
You really like these acting classes.
I'm telling you,
Go fishing,
if
huh?
you're in LA, it's fertile ground.
That's a red flag. You can't prey on actresses.
Yes, you can. They're all fucking zeros. So they're fucking the worst. So this fucking zero, she comes to my stand-up show, and I was a new stand-up, and then it was fine that her and her boyfriend come, and I go, I'm just, I'll see you in class on Wednesday or whatever. Months later, I'm in this play, and I think I had just like told some people like in an email thread, I'm doing this play, and it had a 6-week run. And so one night she comes to watch the play alone, right? But whatever, like
She still has a boyfriend, Tom.
So she's watching the it's better than you think actually. She goes afterwards. She's like, "What are you doing afterward? Like, now that the play is over?" And I was like, "I'm just gonna go back." And she was like, "Do you want to like hang out or something?" And I was like, "Nah." And by the way, wait, let me tell you something. Gorgeous girl. And I thought she was great, but I was like, no, because what am I going to hang out with you and with your boyfriend? Like, I don't want to hang out with you guys. Like, I didn't find them to be the most inspiring couple. I'm just like, no. So, so then I go, and I just remember that it was after the play, and I was so hungry. Sometimes after a show, you're just like, I was so hungry. And I went and I got like a double bacon cheeseburger from like Jack in the Box. And I'm in my apartment just like housing this thing. And I'm like, oh. And then she calls me and I'm like, hello. And she's like, can I ask you something? And I go, yeah. And she's like, yeah. She's like, why didn't you want to come over? And I was like, I don't know. I'm like, just hungry. And she's like, oh, well, I was just at my place and just wanting to know why you wouldn't want to come and like hang out with me. And I was like, I don't know. I'm just hungry. Right. I didn't know it. I was like, I'm hungry. So I then hang up, I eat my burger, and I'm like, oh, it's like, I don't know. I'm like, I just don't know what to say about her. She calls me 2 weeks later and she's like, I got to tell you, this has just been sitting with me. She goes, do you not find me attractive? And I go, no, of course I find, like, she's a beautiful girl. I go, you're gorgeous. And she's like, so I go to your play and then I ask you to come hang out. and then you just wanted to eat a burger instead of spending time with me. And I go, well, you know, you have a boyfriend. And she's like, we broke up a while ago. And she goes, I was offering myself to you. And I was like, what? And then she used that expression, I was offering myself to you. And I go, I did not know that. I go, that was not clear. And I will come over right fucking now. And I did. I went over to her place. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. I was young. I was very young. Yeah.
Do you feel like dating essentially got easier for you once you got famous?
Well, I've never dated as a known person, you know, like I've been with Christina since I was 25.
Yeah.
So I've never been on a date. I'm sure there's parts of that would be easy, but I actually think that, I mean, I don't think I'll ever know. I think that that being well known is easy for like those, like, hey, would you like to go out? Quick thing.
Yeah.
But it's probably better, I think, for a well-known person to date someone who's like barely even knows who they are.
Yeah.
Doesn't even like, who are you? I didn't know. Like, that's probably better for a relationship, you know?
When you were dating Christina and you introduced her to your parents.
Yeah.
What did they think?
My dad fucking loved her so much because he met her at this, his brother was getting remarried,
Mm-hmm.
and I brought Christina to the wedding, and my dad would tease his younger sister a lot, and his sister was there, and he would like gross her out, you know, like do like booger stuff. He'd call her snots, things that mortified. She would be like, oh my, she was like this Southern lady. And so when she heard him say that, and then when we see her for the second time, my Christina goes, hi snots, like that, like greeted her by this nickname, which like everybody laughed. And then my dad was like, she's fucking awesome. Like and then Christina indulged him, you know, on his Vietnam stories and stuff. So he's like, I like her, buddy. She's great.
Yeah.
Yeah. He loved, yeah. And my mom loved her too. I think, my mom is more like, you know, suspicious of people and probably, but like my dad was just totally all in right away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm so curious what a conversation looks like when you decide to have kids. What did that conversation look like?
Well, the funny thing is, it's probably not what most people expect, in that I was like, hey, I really want to be a dad before we were even married. So I was like 27. I was like, I want to have kids. And she was like, what? What are you talking about? Like, we can't make $500 a month, you know? Like, what are you talking about? So, but I just thought that was, you know, the whole point of.
Well, it is.
Yeah. So I was just like, I remember when we were engaged, I was like, you want to have kids, right? And she was like, I mean, for her, she was like, I guess one day. We're not talking about like this year, right? And I was like, no, but like kind of soon, you know? And she was definitely more apprehensive, which I think is usually the opposite of that, right? Or like the woman goes, I want to have kids, and the guy's like, I don't know. So it was that. And then I do remember once, I think it was just this year where like things came together for work, things were going well, and I think she just felt settled, because the woman has to say like, I'm ready to do this. And
Yeah.
her just being like, hey, I'm ready to do it. I was so excited. To have kids. Yeah.
Well, I have a question from the sound booth.
Okay.
If Christina died, what would your move be?
What would my move be?
Like,
What do you
what
mean?
would you do?
Enjoy my life. I don't know. Like,
I feel like when I date someone and I'm really in love, I think I would just I don't know. I don't know what I would do.
you get over it. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. No, I mean, you would,
All right, Tom, that's a red flag.
that's, you'd be fine. No. I mean, look,
Now I see why you guys wanted that question.
there would be tears, but you know, You got 2 kids. You gotta move forward.
The show must go on.
We're not gonna skip a podcast that week. We're gonna fucking.
Right.
We're gonna do our stuff. We got things to do.
What do you think is your best quality?
What is my best quality? That's tough, man. It's so, don't you find it so hard to answer that about yourself?
No.
No? What is your best quality, Lauren?
I think that I'm funny, and I think that surprises people.
Okay. That's good. Yeah, that's a good one.
I can make people laugh.
That's a good quality. All right, you win. I'm a really good listener with everybody like close to me, and I'm really good at paying attention to what people need,
Yeah.
and being engaged like that. I think that's a good quality.
I feel like sometimes good qualities can be double-edged swords too.
Yeah, because also you can in that case you can also not be paying it, and if they're used to you being engaged and paying attention, all of a sudden you don't. It feels deliberate or it feels cold, and so you also have to have like awareness about that.
Yeah. I'll go off on when someone is really down. I think that's one of my good qualities is I'm really
Lift
good
them
at
up.
finding the silver lining. But every now and then I can take it a little too far.
Oh, yeah.
Where it's like fun and lighthearted, and then it's like just smacking it right back down by saying like one thing.
Oh, what? Yeah. Yeah, well, the thing is, here's the thing about that is that anybody who's funny has a little bit of a lack of impulse control on saying things. And that's why things are funny sometimes. They're funny because you didn't wait a moment to say it. You just said it. You
Right.
said, like the timing of it. So that's like anybody who's funny has said things and people are like, I can't believe you said that in that moment.
Yeah.
And that same exact thing that made you funny in that moment can make you hurtful in the next moment.
Yeah.
But if you go, well, I just will pull back, then you'll also pull back on the times when it's okay to say. So it kind of comes with it. Like
Yeah.
it is the other side of it. Like you're going to say things that you shouldn't have said sometimes if you're a funny person.
Yeah.
I mean, I've hurt so many people's feelings. Like devastated people, and seen so many tears, and like really, really hurt people. And I've just gone like, I'm funny.
I'm going to carry that on with me for the rest of my life.
That's just you got to do it.
Yeah.
You can't stop saying it.
Of course.
Yeah.
Because then you're not being true to yourself.
Of course,
We could
yeah.
talk about this all day for sure.
Yes.
So I'll end with my dessert question.
Oh, okay.
What is the sweetest thing you've ever done for Christina?
The sweetest thing I've ever done for her. I'm trying to think. I mean, it's funny because I always say I don't like to be surprised. I don't like surprises.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like to be surprised. I don't want a fucking surprise party, any of that shit. Like I've gotten really upset at that before. I'd be like, "Don't you fucking do that!" To me. But one time I remember. I don't know if this is the sweetest thing I've ever done. I'm just coming to mind, but I didn't have her friend's information, so I got it from her phone. I knew her best friend, and then I contacted her best friend, and I flew her out to surprise Christina for her birthday. So I did it all like, behind the scenes, and I didn't have a ton of money at the time, so it was a whole thing, to pay for the plane tickets and all that, and make that arrangement. And that was fun to just see her get totally surprised like that. I mean, I've done a lot of gifts, I've given her cool. I like presents.
Yeah.
And like trying to figure out like the gift to give someone.
Yeah.
So I've done a number of them for her. And she's like, "Oh my God." She's never like that excited. But I've gotten her cool stuff. But I think like bringing somebody to see her that was like important to her was a good one for Christina.
That's so sweet.
Thank you.
Let's recap your red flags. All right. So we had 4 red flags.
4?
That's not that many.
Oh, okay. All right.
Not that I was expecting more, but we had 4. The first one is you went on a cruise in college.
Ugh. I know. And the thing is, I fucking hate cruises. I
Yeah.
mean, I've learned to hate them. My parents loved going on them, and they took us on a bunch. It was, in my defense, it was like, what are we going to do this spring break? And I didn't know, and it was kind of a way to not spend a crazy amount.
You don't have to justify it.
I want to,
A
though.
red flag is a red flag.
Okay.
You can't take it back. We get it. You regret it. Everyone who goes on a cruise usually regrets it. It's like a hat. Girls like regret wearing
buying
hats. You know what I
hats. Yeah,
mean?
yeah.
It's like just automatically
I
a
got
bad
a
decision.
fedora, and you're like, yeah,
Never. Then
lose that hat.
right.
Yeah.
Burn it. Second red flag. You blast music to avoid conversation.
With this dog that that I didn't want to connect with.
That makes sense. That makes sense.
But yeah, okay, fair enough.
Prey on actresses in acting classes. That's a red flag.
100%.
And then I think the final flag is just how easily you'd get over Christina's death.
Yeah, that one's bad.
Well, I mean, I think you're obviously worthy of a second date.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Love to have you back.
I would love to come back.
Guys, this was our first episode of First Date. Thank you guys for tuning in. Make sure you stay tuned. Tom, thank you for coming on.
Anytime. I can't wait to come back.
I feel like you're so easy to find, but
yeah, I'll be back.
Okay.
You'll see me around here.
All right,
Yeah.
great.
Yeah.
Well, thanks guys for watching, and we'll see you next time.
First date, baby.
Are you really drinking a glass of milk with dinner?
First date, I can't wait.
You told your mom about me?
Just say you're ready.
Delete my number.
First date.
Your parents are your roommates?
First date.
I'm just the kind of person that's like, we have to be committed right away.
So I guess I know how you feel about a one night stand.
But here's the thing.
I'm so excited to see you tonight.
First date, baby. First date, I can't wait. First date.
Hello, and welcome to another episode of First Date with me as your host, Lauren Compton. You know my guest today from her podcast, Trash Tuesday, Dollface on Hulu, her Comedy Central special, Hot for My Name, and soon as the star of the film Drugstore June. Give it up for Esther Pavitsky.
Me?
Yes. First of all, you took your shoes off and you look like you have the tiniest feet on the planet.
Thank you, I do. I'm a size 5.
Oh my goodness.
Yes, I could be really big on OnlyFans one day if I wanted.
Show the bottoms of your feet or just sell your shoes. I feel
Ooh.
like there's a market for that.
Thank you.
We're going to start off with some appetizer questions.
I feel
Do we
beautiful.
need a safe word? It doesn't look like you need a safe word, but
Well, what do you, just because my womb is full?
Yeah.
Like, you can't.
you're very unsafe with safe words. So I don't know if we can trust you.
I had a couple unsafe months, but let me tell you, after this, I'm going to be really safe. I'm going to be so safe after this. No, safe. I don't think we need a safe word, but
Okay.
like, I'll speak up, if
Yeah.
I don't feel safe.
Okay.
You seem like you're easy to tell, like, if I'm
Yeah, just
uncomfortable.
say no. I get it. I know how to set boundaries. Would you ever pay on a first date?
Oh, man. Well, have I? Yes. Would I again? Honestly, men and women are not equal. Like, I thought they were, and then I carried a baby so far for 7 months, and I'm like, we're not the same.
Yeah.
Like, no, I'm not paying on a first date anymore.
What do you think is the biggest red flag about a girl paying on the first date?
It's, I just think a guy should want to pay.
Yeah.
Like, you should want to buy me food. Like, for me, though, like, guys like watching me eat. Like, there is something sexual about that. And so I feel like that costs money. It should. Like,
yeah,
that's
it does.
not-
There's like a mukbang. Isn't that what it's called? A mukbang?
Yeah,
Am I saying that
confirmed.
right?
But I have
Yeah.
fully gone on first dates that were a literal Chinese special lunch where I still paid. I'm like, he even picked like the cheap date, and then I still somehow like I became Daddy Warbucks. I don't know. It's yeah. I had a rough. My 20s were not like smooth, but
Yeah.
now I have self-respect. Well, not after this, but
You will. You'll have a best friend.
yes, that's all this is for.
Do you feel like you're ready for motherhood?
Oh, what a question. You know, I have not given that one single thought. I'm not kidding. I'm so focused on how much I dislike pregnancy that I'm just pretty sure I'll always be pregnant and this is my new life. And I miss coffee and weed so much. I mean, I have some coffee, but it's not the same.
I didn't know you couldn't have coffee.
You can, but my acid reflux, don't I just look like I have
Oh.
acid reflux? It's so bad that it's like not worth it. But
Yeah.
I want to get like high on coffee after this. Like I want to get like
You want to binge.
I want to have like crazy anxiety and like start a business. Like the day after I give birth, I'm going to go nuts on coffee. I can't wait.
You should go to Vegas and go on like a coffee bender.
Oh my God. They do have really nice Starbucks in Vegas. I'm down.
Do you think it's kind of creepy when a single man has a cat as a pet?
I wish I didn't. But that's not my favorite thing in
It's
a
not-
guy.
yeah.
But I also like, for me, my ideal guy would have no cat, no dog, no mom, no dad, no friends. Like, I don't want there to be anyone existing in your life who you already love. Like, I want to walk in and just take over. Like, a lot of times, so I've been with my fiance for like literally over a decade, and we'll be sitting on the couch and he'll be reading and I'll just be staring at him and I'll be like, so before you met me, were you just like so lonely, like waiting up at night by yourself? And he'll just look at me and be like, no, I was perfectly fine. He's like, I was fine. My life was totally fine before.
That's considered abuse. But that's crazy. You've been engaged for 10 years.
I've been engaged for 6 years, but we've been together for like honestly 12.
What's holding you back from doing the?
A lot, let me tell you. Well, I do talk about this in my stand-up, but it is real. Literally, it just has come down to like a technical like issue, which is that he wants a wedding and I don't. And his thing is like, I just want my family to be there. Like he wants his family to, and I'm like, I don't even want you to be there though. So I don't know how we're going to do this. And now that I'm pregnant though, my mom was like, first of all, now that I'm pregnant, my parents are being so shady. Like we went home for the holidays and Dave, my fiance, came with and we all went out to breakfast. And after breakfast, my dad was like, I saw the way Dave was buttering his pancakes and salting his eggs, and you need to get a life insurance policy on him. I was like, that's so dramatic. And like, that was the first little thing that they did. And then my mom was like, if something happens to him and you're not married, I thought she was going to be like, you won't be able to make the decisions on pulling the plug. And she's like, you might not get all his money. I was like, okay. And then I texted him and I was like, hey, maybe would you get married to me sometime in February? And he's like, yeah. But now he's leaving town for 6 weeks, so I don't what.
Yeah, you're gonna miss February. Well, do you think Valentine's Day is a scam?
Oh, I don't like Valentine's Day. Do you?
No.
I've
don't.
never. Have you ever had a good one?
You know what Valentine's Day does is it just makes me have to do a lot of work.
What kind of work are you
Like
doing?
every Valentine's Day I've ever had, I cook, and I know.
For a guy?
Yeah, but I like cooking.
Okay.
But it's been like I don't want to go to a restaurant because the crowds give me anxiety.
The service is
tables
bad.
get pushed all
No.
together. I don't. No.
No, in my household, it's like if it's no matter what the holiday, Mother's Day, whatever, you do it a different day. You
Yeah.
can't go to a restaurant. I'm Jewish, like we don't do crowds. We don't do like loud noises. Yeah.
I can't. So it's at home, and then I cook, and then I try to be cute about it.
Do you like dress sexy? Like, what do you do?
I only dress sexy like if it's the first year of a relationship.
Yeah.
And then it's pajamas full time.
Full time.
Full time at home. But I make extraordinary meals. I just don't like, I don't know. It's
I've
just like a
never
lot of
heard
work.
anyone be so confident. Like, I make extraordinary meals.
I
Like,
do.
that really hit me. Like, I'm affected by that confidence.
Like, I should have a cooking show,
Okay.
but
Can
I'm
I
busy.
come over on Valentine's Day?
No, it's more work for me. But I'll teach you how to make some stuff. Do you have any bad tattoos?
Oh, this is such a sore subject. Okay. So, a couple years ago, there was this company that I heard about that was like, we do temporary tattoos that are semi-permanent that last 6 to 9 months. And I was like, I
Pregnancy.
I was like, I've been waiting for this kind of commitment. Like, cause I'm lazy. I wouldn't want to, like, I don't like putting makeup on every day, but I want something that like lasts, like, you know, a while, but not forever. So I get my, as a joke, I get my Trash Tuesday co-host name, Kalila, tattooed on my arm. And I love how it looks. I'm like, I'm getting more. I get 3 more tattoos. And this was about 3 years ago. And I still literally have all of them. Like, it's like, I don't know. The ink is probably slowly absorbing into my unborn child right now. But yeah, so that was a lot. Like, I have them all. It's been 3 or 4 years.
Wow.
Yeah. So I do have tattoos, but like kind of against my will.
Yeah.
I didn't.
You weren't that committed to
No.
it.
And I wouldn't have gotten 4 in 2 months if I thought they'd stay forever.
Right.
It was also, to be fair, like the same time that I started weed for the first time. So I was just like going crazy.
Yeah. Well, it's good that you didn't do it like on your face or something.
That would, yeah.
You know?
I would be a part of the class action lawsuit at that point. Yeah. But for now, I'm just like sitting on the sidelines. It's fine.
Yeah.
But-
Well, are they on your arm? They're all on like your forearms?
Yeah, it's all words on my arms. This one is,
Same arm?
no, I think I have, yeah, this one is My Pleasure, which was
Oh,
the
that's
name.
going away.
Yeah, that one's kind of fading.
And the one on your wrist is kind of fading.
That one was always kind of like that. Sunset Boulevard, my favorite movie. This one, Sleep Over Now Bye, because when I was little, me and my best friend, we would call each other and be like, come over now, bye, sleep over now, bye, and then hang up. And so then I just got that. That's like, why do I have a quote from when I was 8 on my arm? Like,
That
I'm
will
a
stay
mommy
with you.
now.
Yeah. You're
Whatever.
tatted up now. How do you feel about situationships?
So disturbed. So absolutely deeply disturbed that it makes my blood boil. It's not, no one's winning. It sucks. It makes me so sad. It's like, you better be my boyfriend after the first time we have a conversation. You better know you want to be my boyfriend. Like, and I'll give you a few days to tell me, but I need to know that you know.
Mean business.
Yeah, but I know that's my own personality flaw. Like, because I'm just the kind of person that's like, we have to be committed right away. You have to be mine. I need to like own you right away, which is, again, that's not good. But that's just kind of how it has to be for me.
So I guess I know how you feel about a one night stand.
But here's the thing.
Today's episode is sponsored by Tushy. In the future, people are going to laugh about how we used to just leave dirty poo-poo in our beeholes all day. Deep down, we all know that using toilet paper alone leaves nasty and smelly bacteria behind in our butts. Well, Tushy has finally made number 2 cleanup more hygienic and better for the environment. Tushy bidets are easy to set up on any toilet in under 10 minutes. You can set up your own at-home bidet that will change your life forever. I'm not kidding. I just got mine and I am so excited. I use it every single day. Every Tushy bidet comes with a 30-day hassle-free return and a 12-month warranty. But don't worry, because you're never going to return it, because once you start using it like me, you're gonna get hooked. It's risk-free to join. Over 3 million real pooping humans who have made the switch to a cleaner and more confident butt. Get that fresh out of the shower feeling with HelloTushy.com. For a limited time as well, our listeners get 10% off your entire order when you use code DATE at checkout. That's 10% off your order at HelloTushy.com with promo code DATE. It's time to back that ass up with confidence. I think I speak for most people when I say we all want to have better sex. And for the sake of our partner, we may need to have better sex. The issue is that over-the-counter erection pills contain unregulated chemicals, suggest unsafe doses, and include the risk of several other health problems. That's why we partnered with our friends over at Joy Mode. Their trademark product, the Sexual Performance Booster, is every man's solution for increased blood flow, firmness, stamina, and performance. It's like pre-workout, but for sex. I wish I would have known about this sooner myself because I've definitely dated some guys in my past that could also have used this. So whether you're happy or unhappy with your performance in the bedroom, why not perform even better? I don't know about you, but I'll never go back to prescription or over-the-counter drugs after trying Joy Mode. Go to usejoymode.com/date and get 20% off with code DATE at checkout. That's 20% off free shipping with code DATE at use. JOYMODE.com/date. Great sex solved naturally. This video is brought to you by DraftKings. Looking for an easy way to have some fun without leaving your house? Then DraftKings Casino is for you. It is the #1 online casino in America with over 300 real money games. All new customers who sign up using promo code DATE and make a minimum of a $5 deposit will get an instant deposit match up to $100 in casino credits. And yeah, you heard that right. DraftKings is giving all new users up to $100 in casino credits instantly when they sign up with promo code DATE and make a minimum of a $5 deposit. So head to DraftKings Casino app right now. Sign up using promo code DATE and make a deposit of at least $5. And DraftKings will instantly match that deposit dollar for dollar up to $100 in casino credits. Valentine's Day is right around the corner, and it's no secret that consuming a little THC can help set the mood in the bedroom. However, getting that right strain and dosage can be a little difficult, and we don't want to go wrong. That's why we're thankful for today's sponsor, Via. Via has developed a unique blend of pleasure-enhancing cannabinoids, libido-strengthening herbs, and a low dose of THC, all into one mind-blowing gummy called High Love. I personally tried this recently in Las Vegas. And you know what they say, what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. But I will tell you that I went to the Sphere, and that was pretty cool, and I was a little stoned, and it kind of maybe made it a little bit better. Let the gummies work their magic, and head to viahemp.com and use code DATE to receive 15% off, plus one free sample of their Sleepy Dreams gummies. Remember, 21 and up only. That's Viahemp, VIAHEMP.com, and use code DATE at checkout. Take your passion and pleasure to a whole new level with High Love from Via Hemp.
Let me say this. A one-night stand can still become boyfriend-girlfriend at the end of the night, hopefully.
At the end of the night? Like if you handcuff him to the bed and you don't let him leave. Have you ever had a one-night stand?
Not necessarily. Like I've had one-night sleepovers which again is also a red flag. Like, why did I stay over at the guy's house? We didn't even hook up.
Been ingrained in you.
Yeah.
To like sleep over?
Yeah, that's true. It's just, oh yeah. But I once, before I moved to LA, this is so dark, went on a date. I went on a date with a guy who I met at my improv class.
Hot.
And I know. And I was so into him that like I just didn't leave his place. I was like, I'm just going to sleep over.
You just improvised your way to his house?
Yeah.
You took that really far.
Yeah. Yes, and constantly. And I slept over. He made no move. This is like always happens to me. I'm like, let's have a sleepover. And then the guy doesn't make a move. And then we did wake up in the middle of the night and made out, which is, it's like, okay, you needed to be 90% unconscious to kiss me. Okay. And what I remember doing is I left my socks there because I was like, he has to call. My socks are here. Never heard from him again.
No.
Until 5 years later, he called me one night randomly. And I was like, what is this? It was for a really weird reason that I won't get into, but I was just like.
And that was the last time you ever talked to him?
Yeah, but I'm so desperate and pathetic. Like, if I had never moved here, I just would have been waiting for him to ask me to marry him, and that probably would not have gone great.
Yeah. Well, someone has asked you to marry them now.
By force, but yeah.
So you forced it.
Well, I gently nudged it for 6 years. It's just, I knew right away, and he took 6 years.
Yeah.
So.
We're going to get into some main course questions now. What do you think
It's
is
really
the best
perfect.
way to trap a man?
Well, you're looking at it. This is really it. Like, I thought engagement, I thought boyfriend, girlfriend, moving in, like, you think that's secure. When you have their baby in you, you're the boss. I don't think he truly loved me until now. Like,
What?
this treatment is so much better. Like, he loves me now. I know it. And I'm addicted to this. Like, I hate pregnancy so much, but I really like being loved. Receiving love for two. Like, I've been waiting for that my whole life.
Yeah.
And I would maybe consider doing it again just for that. But also, I probably can't. It's too hard.
You say that why is it hard? What's the worst part about it? We are deep into our what is it called? Main course questions, by the way.
I'm very uncomfortable. First of all, the first trimester, that's like when most people get really sick. I was throwing up. Couldn't get out of bed. Like, it was just all those really classic life-stopping discomfort.
Right at the beginning?
Right at the beginning.
Damn.
Like, the second I tested positive, I just started to feel like yucky. And then a few weeks after that, I just became incapacitated. Then got a little better. Little known pregnancy symptom that no one talks about, probably because it's so disgusting. I have had a sour taste in my mouth for like the last 5 months. Let's just leave it at that. Also, I can't be sexual, which is so hard. Like, I had one orgasm at the very beginning of the pregnancy, and it made my uterus hurt. And so now I'm like scared. I just have sexual dreams, and that's where
you just high five your partner.
I can't even high five too long. Like, if I get turned on, I'm so screwed. So that's really been like, there's just a lot. I don't know. And I'm a selfish girly. This is really the first time I've had to put someone else's needs before my own. And it's not my favorite vibe.
Yeah.
I like when the plane goes down, like, I will put my mask on first, you know? That's me. I have no issue. You don't have to tell me. I'll put mine on, and then I'll put it on the children. And so this is hard because the mask is on the child first while she's in me.
Yeah. Do you like bad boys or nice guys? What's your go-to?
You have to be somewhere in the middle. Because if you're all bad, I can't control you at all. But if you're too nice, I can control you too much, and then it's gonna get old quick. Like, that's what, like, my guy, it's like perfect because he is a nice person, but he does not tolerate any of my shit whatsoever, which I do get. Sometimes I'm like, ugh, why didn't I just get me a simp who would just do whatever I said?
You don't want a simp.
I guess not. But
Well,
I dream about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sometimes. I don't know. What about you?
I'm with you on it. It's got to be somewhere in the middle. Like, I like a guy who can like put his foot down, because that just like
yeah,
you know, like someone who's just like, hey, I don't like it when you do this. I'll be
yeah.
like, oh,
Boundary.
You have an opinion?
About me?
What?
You were thinking about me?
Yeah. Like you think I care. That is fucking wild. And then I do. And then I find myself caring. And if I find myself caring about the way that a guy feels, then I think that's when I know I'm getting hooked.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And I think the same works like the reverse, because sometimes people will be like, oh, like guys want to carry your bags and help you. And I'm like, no, this is what I've discovered. Like guys want you to be a slot machine and they want to not know what you're going to need from them. So you have to like, sometimes you're like, oh my God, I can't do anything. Open this jar. And then the next time you're like, I'm fine. I can do it myself. Like you need to keep them guessing so that they sometimes feel needed. And then other times they're like, oh, I'm useless.
Yeah.
You got to like trick them all the time.
Do you think that men really do love bitches?
Yeah. Did you read that book?
I did.
I loved that book.
I thought it was a great book.
It is a great book. I just told my sister to read it because she sucks at dating.
It helps.
It does help. I really like that book a lot. I was doing it really wrong before I read that book. Not that I'm like living that book out, but I can be a doormat. That's like,
Yeah.
you know.
I had a problem before I read the book. I would do too much too soon.
Yeah. Like that's why even that book is why when you said you cook on Valentine's Day, I was like, what? You can't do that.
But I've been in a relationship now for like 2 years.
Okay. Okay.
And we got together after Valentine's Day the first year. So this will be our May. No, this will be our second one. It'll be
Okay.
like 2.5 years.
Okay.
Whoa. It's a long
That's so
time.
funny. It's really not. Take it from me, the old pregnant lady sitting next to you. You know what you just reminded me though? My first Valentine's Day with the father of my child. He got me a gift, and I think it's a good quality. I'm really honest. And so if I get a gift I don't like I cannot fake it.
Really?
Like no one I know gets me gifts anymore because they're all traumatized. But so our first Valentine's Day, and I'm not saying these qualities are good, you guys. I'm just being honest about how shitty I am. That's all. He got me a mug. I was like, are we downgrading to coworkers? Like, what does this gift mean? And in his defense, he would say that I had been drinking a lot of tea lately, and it did have like a little tea component. But the mug, there was something about receiving a mug that really triggered me. And I was just like, oh, you know when you get quiet?
Yeah.
That's what I did.
So I gasped because the worst gift I ever received was a mug. But I'm going to top your story.
Okay.
So mine was Christmas one year, and I got this guy this coffee machine because he loved coffee more than anyone I'd ever met. And I got him like a $1,500 crazy, what is it?
Breville.
Breville.
Barista Express. There's
Like
one of
it was
those.
like the big one where it like grinds the coffee and
Yeah.
it steams the milk. It was like
That's a great gift.
I know.
I keep wanting to date you as this goes on and on.
Dude, I got this guy this coffee machine. I was so excited about it. I was like, he's gonna flip over in his chair when he sees this.
Yeah,
Well,
of course.
He gave me my gift. He was like, I want to give you your gift first. And I was like, okay. And it was small. Usually great things come in small packages.
Thank you for saying that. I'm 5 feet tall. I appreciate you.
Of course. 5 feet, size 5
Yes.
foot. We're a lot of fives over here.
Yeah.
I opened this gift and it's a coffee mug with no handle that was handmade.
That's not even a mug.
And it was like a
It's
handheld.
cup.
First of all, it's gonna be so hot, it's gonna burn my hand off. And second of all, I was like, that was my only gift. And it was this ugly pottery, handmade, dirt brown, like scratchy, awful mug. And it comes with a story that he tells me, and he goes, not only did I get you this handmade mug, but I bought it from this really, really talented model that I met on Instagram. Oh, And
I'm sick. I'm so sick. Oh my God.
I was like that, and I was like, I can't believe I'm hearing this story.
First of all, the fact that he called a model on Instagram talented is like, you're done. We're done.
Girl. And I go, well, how did you meet this girl? And he goes, well, she popped up on my Instagram page. And so I DM'd her.
What?
And I went and I met up with her, and I handpicked out a handmade cup for you.
Okay, like, and where did you finish on her? You fuck. Like, that story sucks. Also, if you're you should never be honest that an Instagram model popped up on your page. Like,
I know.
You better hide that.
The guy was dumb as fuck.
That's true. This guy does. It sounds like he would never get away with anything.
Our relationship ended severely quickly after this. I think it was 3 days later. And I was with this guy for like a year. And he opened his present.
When what?
I took it back.
Yes.
I was like, you are not getting this gift, because I refuse to put my shitty little handmade model's coffee mug into the $1,500 coffee machine that I got you. And I just straight up like bitched it out. And I was like, did you get me anything else, or is this like it? And he's like, I thought you would have been more appreciative. And I was like, well, you thought wrong, dude. And I'm taking that gift back. And I took it back, and 3 days later, it was over.
I'm really glad that you called it out and you weren't just like, because to me, my worst fear in that situation would be that you just are like, okay, I guess it's fine. Like, thanks so much. I love my mug.
I would have rather have had a mug from Zazzle that had like some custom. I'm just saying, but to go into the story that it was like this model that he met and DM'd and had like a weird affair behind my back, and then like gave me something so that I wouldn't think anything of it. And I'm like, oh, well, he got me a gift. Like, he couldn't have fucked her. Like, no.
Right.
So I was so angry. And I know when I get so mad about something like that, I never let it go. And I'm like, I'll never get past this.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
I hope he fucked her.
Me too.
I mean, otherwise
why else would he support her business?
Yeah.
Like,
No, it didn't work well for me.
Good for you for getting out.
Thank you.
Do you have the coffee machine still?
No, I returned it.
Oh, even better.
No, I took it straight back to Bed Bath & Beyond.
Wow.
And they were like, was there any problem with this? And I'm like, the guy I gave it to. I don't want this. Just gave it straight the fuck back. Well, I have a question. What do you do if you're on a date and your date tells you your breath stinks?
Well, this has happened. So I can answer in the real.
Why did I just see the light leave your eyes?
It's coming back. Hold on, I'm coming too. The baby might not be okay. I used to date a guy who, when I came over to his place, he would take me to the bathroom and he would brush my tongue before we kissed.
Your tongue?
My tongue. And I know it sounds really dark and really sad, but I'd be lying if I didn't say I got off to it a little bit.
Oh, really? Did he gag you a little?
No, it wasn't even like that.
Oh.
It was more just I felt like a little puppy dog who was being groomed. I do like being treated like a dog a little. Like whatever. We'll get into that next time. But here's the thing. I don't know what it is. Sometimes my breath is just not that good. I believe it's really the problem is coming from the inside and that it's not an oral hygiene problem. But yes, he would scrape my tongue and then we would kiss. And I was fine with that. I can handle. I'm tough, you know? I'm really tough. So yeah, and also like in my relationship now, a lot of times his breath will not be good. And it's so funny. It makes me laugh every time because every time I'm like, your breath is not good, he just looks at me and goes, neither is yours. And I'm like, okay, well, at least we're meant to be.
Yeah.
So I can handle that conversation.
Yeah.
It happens a lot. In fact, a guy I used to date, who now lives here in Austin as well, he used to tell me my breath smelled like an antique bookstore.
Oh,
Yeah, it was cute. We were flirting.
yeah.
It was flirting.
Antique bookstore.
Not a good smell.
I can smell it from here. When
Oh,
I
no.
think, not your breath, but an
Yeah.
antique bookstore is something I will always.
You know what it is.
You know what a book smells
An
like.
old book.
An old book.
Yeah.
And the pages, when they like flip through it, like you know you're about to read something by Charles Dickens.
Yeah.
It's like.
Or you're about to make out with me. One of those.
Do you believe in astrology?
No, I think I'm smart enough to not. I think I got that gene of intelligence.
Yeah.
But it's play pretend. I love that. You know, I love to play pretend.
Has any guy like that you've ever dated been a little bit of a spiritual?
If they are, it's
Red
we're
flag.
done. It's like that's a woman's game.
That's like getting handed a handmade coffee cup by a model.
Yeah.
I get it.
Yeah, I don't like when guys are too spiritually. I don't like when they spend money on themselves. I don't like when they look in the mirror at themselves. You know what I really don't like is I don't like when a man knows how to order at Starbucks. I'm like, when I go with my man to Starbucks, he is so lost and confused. And that's hot to me. Like, I think only a 16-year-old girl should really know the menu at Starbucks well. Like, I don't want an adult man to know what a refresher is. Like, that makes me so uncomfortable. I just, yeah, I don't, like a true man should get his coffee at the bank. Just like black, hot, bitter. That's where men should get coffee. The
Yeah.
free coffee at the bank. That's masculinity to me. I'm easy.
What's your ideal date night? In the beginning.
Oh, in the beginning?
I knew that was going to change things.
I am like unfortunately, I wish I was the girl that's like, I'm a high value woman and you better take me out. No, I want to just like, maybe we eat something, go home, watch some TV, you know, maybe it's like you hook up and then like a late night Taco Bell.
Okay.
Like a really great date ends with like the post sexual Taco Bell.
Okay. So for my dessert question, what is the sweetest thing anyone has ever done for you besides giving you a best friend?
You know, anytime like someone puts a little bit of thought into something and it just kind of hits. Like when we first started dating, the guy I'm with now, I was doing a solo podcast and I did an episode with this comedian, Eliza Schlesinger, and we're both like basic, you know, girls. And we were talking about Yankee candles and how we love them all. And then one night, this was like 3 months into dating, I came to his place and he had this box of the Yankee candles. And I was like, you listened to my podcast? And then you like went out and bought me something? That just like crushed me. Like it crumbled me in like the best way.
Yeah.
And I feel like he can never top that. It's been 12 years and he has certainly not topped it. So yeah. So I just have that one early memory to hold on to get me through.
Yeah. Well, it sounds like you'll be holding on to it for a lifetime.
Yeah, that's all I have.
Well, where can people find you?
Well, I have a movie coming out in theaters February 23rd. It's called Drugstore June, and then it'll be in New York and LA February 23rd, and then March 1st we're expanding cities, and it's starring me, Bobby Lee. We've got Trevor Wallace, Miss Pat, like a lot, Haley Joel Osment, Miranda Cosgrove. It's a really great cast, and it's basically a movie about my obsession with my ex-boyfriend, which is true, which I'm really actually glad we didn't talk about that today because I think he needs a break.
Damn it.
And yeah, it's called Drugstore June, and you can see where the theaters are playing at drugstorejune.com. And then I host a podcast with Kalila and Annie Letterman called Trash Tuesday. So that comes out every Tuesday on YouTube.
Did you write this movie?
I did. I wrote it with my friend Nick Goosen, and he directed it. And he actually directed the movie Grandma's Boy, which is like a big cult movie.
Oh my goodness, cool.
Yeah, so it's like, and it's a weird, and my favorite thing about it, which I think like podcast fans will like, is every person you see on screen, like if you're in the know in comedy, like you will recognize them, which is fun.
Yeah.
Like I like that. I like to,
That's so cool.
Yeah.
Well, I cannot wait to see it.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming on my show.
Thank you so much for having me, Lauren. This was so fun.
Of course. I can't wait to have you back.
Yay, I'll see you guys soon.
Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you next time.
First date, baby.
Are you really drinking a glass of milk with dinner?
First date, I can't wait.
You told your mom about me?
Just say you're ready.
Delete my number.
First date.
Your parents are your roommates?
First date.
This week on First Date with Lauren Compton. But that just means you like conversation, not necessarily dating.
I don't like doing that with men.
How far into dating someone do you think you should introduce your partner to your parents?
My parents are dead.
When she's
Are you a
little...
crazy girl?
Me? No.
Well, I'm just saying I like you.
I'm so excited to see you tonight.
First date, baby. First date, I can't wait. First date.
I'm gonna try to do this without freaking out. Oh my goodness, you guys, welcome to another episode of First Date with me as your host, Lauren Compton. I'm so excited for my guest today. He is an addiction medicine specialist and internist. You probably know him from his incredible work on Loveline. He hosts Dr. Drew After Dark. He's been married for 30 plus years. He has triplets. Let's welcome Dr. Drew.
So happy to be here. Congratulations. This is fantastic.
Thank
love
you.
the theme song, love the set. Literally, gentlemen, did I not just ask who designed this set? I was like, this thing is fantastic.
Thank
and
you.
And it looks even better on camera.
It looks
it's amazing.
so cool.
Yeah, it is very cool.
Oh, I can't believe
So I-
you're on my show now.
I love it. It's so good. First of all, I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised that you got your own show. But more importantly, I hand myself over to this will be really fun. I don't like to. I don't have to drive the ship. You do it.
I'm excited.
Yeah, me too.
The first time I ever walked into YMH was for your show.
Crazy, right?
So, how the first date tables have changed.
I'm happy to be here. Really. And the show's been killing it too.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Well, the premise of this show, I have a menu here, and I have all kinds of questions. I have appetizer questions, so we start massaging in easily, and then we have main course, which gets deeper into questions, and then a dessert question to
I love it.
At the end.
Yeah.
So we'll first establish a safe word. In case there's anything I ask you, you can just say it, and I'll pump the brakes.
Okay.
Would you like to pick the safe word?
I'm just thinking maybe we should live dangerously. You need to. You
We
have
don't
to.
have to have a
Let's not
safe
do
word.
it. Let's not do it. Let's live dangerously. I'm going to try to answer everything honestly.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Love that. Well, then let's get started with our appetizer
Yeah.
questions.
By the way, when I was dating, I loved dating.
Yeah?
I really enjoyed dating. A lot of people hated it, but I loved it. I loved just sitting and chatting with people and getting to know things and just I just really enjoyed it.
But that just means you like conversation, not necessarily dating.
I don't like doing that with men, and I don't like hanging out with people I'm not like attracted to and interested in.
Right.
So I mean, it's because I'm interested that I like hanging out. So,
Yeah.
And so I can have a conversation with those guys. You know?
Yeah.
It's
They're
it
easy.
comes easy, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're giggle boxes.
Mm-hmm.
How many dates do you think you went on before you got married?
Oh, a lot.
Yeah.
I mean, it's hard to estimate. I dated all I could. I know so many people that hated it. I liked it.
Would you consider yourself a playboy before you were
No,
married?
I was not. For a minute, maybe. But I really was not.
Yeah.
I probably could. I'm laughing because I'm like, oh, it would have been fun. Would have liked that too. But here's why I wouldn't have liked that. I don't like. To me, that smacks of being manipulative and
Like
being
fuckboy material.
discarding people.
Yeah.
And I had trouble with that. So
You've always been very genuine. But
I try.
So So
I mean, you didn't know him anyway. I was kind of an asshole when I was in my 20s.
Were you?
A little bit.
Why? What would you do?
Well, I just think about the fact, for instance, that it took me forever to get engaged to my wife, and that was I'm guilty about that to this day. I mean, she believe me, twists that knife every chance she gets. But I just, I don't know. I wasn't a playboy for sure, but I was, I moved around a little bit, and it was hard for me, and it bugs me in retrospect too.
But don't you think that you're allowed to date
You are
as much as you want until
yes, you are.
you settle down?
Yeah, no, but I guess people would get attached very quickly, and I didn't. That was kind of like.
They just fell for you way
Or whatever.
too fast.
Yeah.
You're like, slow down, Carol.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Karen.
Karen. I was trying to be nice. I don't think you would date a Karen. I can't see that for you.
Who knows?
Maybe.
Maybe.
Did you ever go to strip clubs before you got married?
The only time I can think of. Oh no, I did. I think of two. I went on a bachelor party in Seattle, and then my own bachelor party. That was it. and then I'm going immediately following this date.
Are you?
Yes, my wife and her friend are there right now. I don't know why they decided. Andy, I blame you.
Is it like the steak and eggs for lunch at the strip
They're going.
club?
Yes, they're going to
gonna
eat.
have lunch.
Yes, they're going to eat. And they picked one that had food. So
That's what you do. You know what? I have actually never told anyone this. God, I love how many times I tell you the first.
You're in
stories.
charge. You're in
Gosh.
charge. But by the way, I've still not gotten over Pirates of the Caribbean. That was amazing.
I saw that you talked about that on another podcast, and someone sent it to me.
I can't stop talking about it. I can't stop thinking about it. It's hysterical.
Well, trust me, it's a
fantastic.
moment that is ingrained in my memory forever.
And you were so delighted about it, good natured. I hope it's how you really feel about it, because it just seems mortifying to me. So,
it was pretty crazy.
Yeah.
That, by the way, and if you guys don't know what that story is, you can go back to Dr. Drew's podcast where I talk about how I lost my virginity at Disneyland. That is what he is referring to.
Yeah.
Well, another first for me, since we're talking about strip clubs, and this is way more about you than me, and so I will make this fast.
But hang on now. Isn't a good date where the other person does a lot of talking? You, namely, I mean, isn't that kind of? Wouldn't you enjoy yourself more if you were talking more than me? Let's put it that way.
I mean, as much as I enjoy talking, I already know all about myself.
Okay.
I'm trying to learn about you.
Okay, fair enough.
I should save this story for when I come on your podcast.
No, I want to hear it.
Okay. So when I moved to California, I was looking for a job, and I had some restaurant experience. And so there was a post on Craigslist looking for a sushi cocktail waitress.
This is going to go well.
Oh, cocktail waitress at this sushi, and they said it was a sushi bar, and it was late nights, and that worked for me because I was trying to be an actress and a model and all that. So I was like, oh, I can be a cocktail waitress at a sushi bar. And so I walk in, and it was called Cocoon Nightclub, and it was in Irwindale, California.
Oh my God! Did you not know where Irwindale was?
I lived in Covina at the time.
What the hell?
I know.
Why?
My grandmother lived there, and I had just moved. I was 18.
What was she doing there?
She was born there.
Covina.
And never moved.
Not even West Covina, which is the bigger
Nope,
city. It's
Covina.
I don't think we've had this conversation. I will have you know that I hung out with a bunch of guys from Covina when I was in high school.
Did you?
South Hills.
Oh my
That
gosh.
high school, right?
Yeah. I think my mom went there.
How old's your mom?
My mom's in her 70s.
These guys were they're probably in their late 60s now.
I know. Okay, but back to my sushi
all right.
store. So I walk into this nightclub.
That's too weird, by the way.
It is weird.
I may know your mom. It's possible.
Probably.
Yeah. I may have dated her.
I might be
It's
your
getting
daughter.
weirder.
We don't know.
No. That I know. That nobody.
So I walk into this bar, and there's stripper poles everywhere. But I had never been into a stripper
Club.
strip club.
Yes.
And so before. And so I'm looking around, and they're like, oh, this is just the daytime. Like, there's not going to be any like dancers. And I'm like, oh, okay. Well, it's okay if there are. Like, I'm not really that offended. And they're like, oh, you're not? And I was like, no, not really. And they're like, okay, well, then maybe we'll give you the shifts where they are because you'll make more money.
Oh.
I walked in, and it was just the most raunchiest nightclub. I think they only served water. because it was fully nude.
Oh yeah, they can't serve alcohol.
Yeah.
But
And they were serving sushi.
but
Oh,
what were you
God.
doing? Serving the sushi?
I didn't do it.
Okay.
I walked in and I saw all of
How
it
could you
happen
make
and I
more
just
money if you're only
walked
serving
out.
water?
Because they tip me for being cute.
Oh, I see. So you have.
Yeah.
How long did that last?
Not
You
even
never
a
did
day.
it.
I never served a single piece of sushi. I walked in and I was like, if I'm gonna work in a strip club, I'm just gonna be the stripper.
They make more money.
They make more money.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna
Yeah.
sit here and serve this raw fish
Fair
to
enough.
these dudes.
Fair enough.
I just couldn't do it. And I've also to note, I've never been a stripper. So anyway, I didn't ever go back. But
Got it.
I figured if I
Noted.
was gonna work in a strip club,
Yeah, I understand your reasoning. I get it. It's good reasoning.
I was gonna make more money
Yes.
than this stupid
Sushi
chef.
server.
Yeah. Anyway, now to our main course question.
The sushi server thing sounds weirdly erotic, like bizarrely, like inappropriate.
Yeah. It's just like, what would you like? Would you like some tuna tartare today? I don't think so.
No.
There's so many bad jokes there. Anyway, back to when you were dating.
Yeah.
Even now, I think this question goes both ways because it's a forever standing question.
Okay.
Do you get jealous easily?
Not easily, but I do get jealous.
Really?
More than I'd like.
What
I'd say.
makes you jealous?
I think it goes back. Frankly, I think it's almost like a PTSD thing because I was mistreated a lot when I was a lot younger, and it was always sort of never kind of like aware of it or accepting it or wasn't listening to my instincts and things, and was not treated well. And now I get hyper vigilant if I don't, if I sense trouble.
Yeah. Have you ever been in a fight over a girl?
Like actually,
Like a physical fight.
swung fists. Let me think about this, because
I am over the
sometimes,
moon about
well,
this.
because sometimes that's behind things and not explicit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
When there's tension between men,
Yeah.
I feel like I must have, but I can't think of a moment where I did. I can't.
Or a time when a girl may have gotten you into a fight? Like said
No, that-
something
that-
like,
no,
my
no.
boyfriend will kick your ass.
No, that never happened. But I can imagine getting in a fight with a guy over somebody without either saying that's what we were
Yeah.
fighting over.
Do you
Yeah.
like crazy girls?
Define.
Is there something about a girl that when she's
Are
a
you
little...
a crazy girl?
Me? No.
Well, I'm just saying I like you, and if that's crazy girl, that then would be yes. But crazy girl meaning people like really like
No.
mentally like not well emotionally, like that kind of crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't exclude that, but I don't prefer that. I think as I've gotten older, I would exclude that. more.
Yeah.
When I was younger, that certainly did not. I did not mind that so much. Yeah.
Are you into
And I
blonde,
didn't. By the way, I didn't recognize it as well either. But so what's that? Am I into what?
blondes or brunettes?
A little more on the blonde,
Blondes
but
have
not.
more
Yeah,
fun.
but not necessarily.
It's
I mean,
okay. We can admit it. What was my other question? Oh, tits or ass?
tits.
Nadav loved that.
But it's a horse race.
Yeah.
Let's say it's not a clear winner.
Did you ever hide Playboy magazines under your bed?
Yes.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Did you ever get caught with those Playboy magazines under your bed?
So when I left home, and I was in college,
Spill the beans.
and so I'd get it in college, right? I was good for like a year in college, and I'd sort of stuff them under my bed, and one of my fuckwad friends pulled them out and plastered my window facing out with that one time when I came home from chemistry class, and that may have resulted in a fight.
Oh.
So there you go.
Yeah. Did you ever talk to any of your exes when you were dating? Or when you ended a relationship, did you just move on?
I really was not. That's another sort of thing I'm not super proud of. I just like gone.
Like
out.
ghoster?
No, I wouldn't ghost. I was direct and appropriate and kind, but once I was out, there was like just out. I
Yeah.
mean, like I have had literally zero. I can't think of anybody who I dated I've had any contact with after I stopped dating them.
Yeah.
It's kind of weird.
Did you ever date a girl
Women are much better at that than men. I know a lot of men are this way.
then at stop?
That when you stop, you're going to disappear. You're just
Yeah.
gone. Not the ghosting, but you're just not around anymore.
Just
It's
disappear.
weird, but we do that.
Did
when
you
we're
ever
younger.
date a girl taller than you?
No.
Because you're like over
Yeah, I'm over 6 feet tall, but no.
before you were.
Oh, wait.
Ooh, I've gotta chill the fuck out.
Yeah.
'Cause you change your mind every
Well,
time.
because I haven't thought about this stuff in a long time.
I love it.
Yes, a little bit taller than me, actually. Yeah.
And so that
tiny
was
bit.
obviously not a deal breaker for you.
No, it's not a deal breaker.
Was it weird looking up?
Oh, I find my wife, who I find at perfect height, I weirdly get intimidated by her when she gets into high heels. So if I'm super attracted to a woman, I think that the height does affect me a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because they're on your level.
It doesn't feel like anything rational. It just
Yeah.
feels a little bit. Yeah.
What would you say are deal breakers for you when you're dating?
I have to be attracted to the person. I really do.
Yeah.
I can't force myself to be attracted to somebody, and sometimes my attractions are a little bit uncanny, but as long as it's there, I'm good.
Yeah. What would a woman have to do for you to break up with her?
Cheat. I'm pretty much of a hatchet with that.
Have girls cheated on you in the past?
Yes. I said I was mistreated. Once I caught on a little more, then I'm
Yeah.
just like, poof, I'm hatchet man.
How do you feel about checking the other person's phone when you're dating?
I believe there should be nothing on anybody's phone that you should care whether they check or not.
Yeah.
I mean, I think people should be entitled to their privacy, but literally should be no reason that you can't check my phone if you want.
Right. Who do you think pays on a first date?
Me.
Who do you think pays on a second date?
Me.
Do you think that men should pay on every single date?
No.
So when does a girl come in and start to
When
pay?
she says she'd like to,
Oh, what if she never says that?
then I'll keep paying.
Damn. That's nice.
It's interesting. I have a lot of clarity on a lot of these things.
Yeah.
These are not ambivalent things. I feel very clear about a lot of this stuff, but I'm surprisingly nervous. I got to tell you,
Yeah.
I am uncomfortable with all this. Literally stuff I have not thought of in many years. So
But it's fun though,
It
right?
is fun. It's just very weird for me. It's just very weird.
What do you think are your red flags?
I think I used to get too clingy too fast. That was definitely a problem early. And I think because I have that tendency that could still happen, I bet, if I were really into somebody.
When
I think, again, it's so hard for me to, Lauren, it's hard. I'm thinking back to how I was. I'm very different than how I was when I was dating, right?
Yeah.
And so it's hard for me to predict if I were suddenly single and dating again. I think it would be a lot. I would be a lot different. I would be than what I'm describing now.
Yeah.
You know, because that was when I was dating. It's my 20s.
sometimes we think that, but then when you suddenly become single, especially if you did become single, which you never will, but if you ever did,
Yeah.
after having such a long relationship and
Yeah.
a family and so much time being spent being grounded,
Yeah.
you always think, well, if I dated, I'd be different. But you could also just turn into a loose cannon.
I could revert back because
Yeah.
if you start feeling desperate because you're alone and desperate and
Yeah.
not expecting it, and all of a
Like,
sudden
all the
different
screws
and
just
a
came
time
in
in your life when you don't. But yeah, I could see I could happen.
What if you went on a date and the girl got like belligerently drunk?
Good times.
Do you think you'd call her back?
It depends. It would not a deal breaker.
Do you drink alcohol?
Yeah,
What's your favorite thing to drink?
red wine probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw you with the white wine on the intro here and the billboard, so I know that's your thing.
Yeah.
I by the way, I'm into Chablis lately.
Oh, I love Chablis.
It's a little pricey. Is
How do you feel?
that a deal breaker?
I'm a bougie wine drinker.
I am too, but I'm weird with money.
Are you?
I'm weird, but I would never let you see that in a dating situation.
So if you went on a date, what What's an expensive dinner look like to you?
These days, I've noticed it is $200 for two people to have dinner.
Easily.
Period. It used to be 120. Now it's 200
Yeah.
with wine, even if you don't buy a bottle of wine. So
Yeah.
it's just what it is.
It's crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I went to dinner 2 nights ago. Had 2 teeny tiny appetizers, 1 entree each, and a dessert, and it was over 200, and we didn't have any alcohol.
Oh yeah, that's.
And I was like, "Whoa, 5 items for $200."
Yeah, I'm not shocked anymore.
What is the most you would spend on a date?
That's because I'm weird, it's interesting. Yeah, I would be pissed if I spent over $300.
Yeah.
But I don't think I would say anything.
How much do you
That might be a deal breaker. That might be the end of the date. It's particularly if you drove it. If you were buying extravagant bottles of wine and things, that would be a little bit concerning to me.
Yeah. Well, you say that you're weird with money.
Yeah.
How?
I'm just, I was sort of traumatized by my dad about it. He was from the Depression, and he started getting on me when I was 2 years old, and so it's very hard for me to
He's
spend
like,
money.
"You're expensive."
Literally, he would say, I've told this story before, these guys have heard it. He would go, oh, you need new shoes? No, get the shoes. No, of course, get the shoes. But tomorrow, you're going to have to visit me in the poorhouse because that's where I'm going to be living, in the poorhouse. He would do that. He did this for years. And like I had this place in my head where I was going to, he goes, "No, you can't talk. Well, you can wave to me through the window. He won't be able to talk." I mean, he just developed this whole thing. So I still have trauma from that. And so it's very hard for me to spend money.
Wow.
Isn't that weird? I'm a good saver. Good news. That's good if you like that.
Yeah.
So,
Man.
interestingly, he always spent money on meals, largely because back in those days you could really deduct all the meals, so he would do that. But it has made it so that I can do that without feeling weird. So dinners and things I'm better able to spend on. Clothing, no, terrible.
Really? Well, you dress so nice, though.
Teen mom wardrobe. So,
How much money do you think you're going to spend at the strip club?
That's a great question. Annie, how much did we spend at that last one?
Oh, how much did we spend? I mean, I gave y'all. I think I did 3 stacks, 100. So yeah, like 300.
We spent $300.
Yeah, I think so.
$500 each. It goes back quick.
Yeah.
Dude, I owe you money. I owe you dinner at
Yeah,
least.
you already gave me the money back.
Holy shit. Okay, well, I'm going to advise my wife and her friend that we go home. Or we maybe not go there.
Because they're about to have
I had no idea you spent that kind of money. I had no idea. Those are $1 bills, man. I thought I spent $30.
It was 3 fat stacks.
Wow.
You didn't think those were hundreds?
Okay.
Those ones go flying, Dr. Drew.
I've seen those machines.
Yeah, and they just make it rain.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
the more you make it rain, the more their butts just
Come at you.
I have a favorite stripper at the strip club here in Austin.
Which one?
I can't say her name.
Which strip club?
Red Rose.
So we're not going to Red Rose. That's the one these guys took me to last time, or I met them at it. You didn't take me to, guys.
I even follow
you
her on
took us, Drew.
Instagram.
You
Took them?
They took me. I didn't.
That's a red flag. He's a liar.
That's all right. Yeah.
How would I have known where to
That's
go?
a red flag.
I'm sure. No, we're going to the other one, the Palazzo or whatever.
Oh, Palazzo's good. I found my last assistant at Palazzo. She was great.
Good.
I really liked her. I miss you, girl. How clean do you keep your car?
Very. Although if we were going out, it would be clean. It
Yeah.
would be completely clean. I get it. I know what you guys, how your heads work.
Yeah.
It would be pristine. I promise.
Love that.
Yeah.
How often do you shower?
At least daily.
How often do you brush your teeth?
Twice a day.
How do you feel about a woman that doesn't shave like her armpits? She's like the
I as one of my girlfriends, what's the word I'm looking for? Advised me. She goes, "I'm just trying to help you be more attractive and look better to other people."
Oh.
So I would urge something like that.
Yeah.
I would say, it's whatever you're into, but it just, the Egyptians had depilatories. The Egyptians did.
Yeah. Even way back then.
Yes. So it's something that humans prefer. It's all, you do what you want, but
How do you tell your significant other that they're starting to get fat?
I thank God I like my wife in all the sizes she comes. I mean, literally, I feel like I'm into all of it. So if I were not, right, if it were somebody,
Right.
I was worried about, I would sort of take the health angle. Like, it's getting out of hand, maybe I'll do something together. Let's do this together. I need to lose a couple pounds. I would put it all back on me.
Would you just slow down the
Or
meals?
I'd shut the fuck up. It's like the other thing I would do, because I know it's very dangerous territory.
Yeah.
Yeah, people when they're overweight, they know it. You know what I mean? They're not the last to know. They know right away.
If we were like back, if you were in the dating scene and it was today, would you date a girl with an OnlyFans?
Oh, that's a great question, because I noticed a friend of mine was doing that, and at first I was like, "What?" And then I thought, "Oh, she doesn't. Whatever. Depends what she's doing in the OnlyFans, I guess.
No pornography.
How
Just
explicit?
like, let's just say she's doing full nude modeling.
Probably be okay.
Yeah.
I'm pretty liberal, open-minded, whatever." And so sometimes I miss red flags because of that, though. I'm just accepting, okay, whatever. But
Yeah.
I would, it would, these days I would make note of that. It would be something that would be like on the list of things I'd be making note of.
How far into dating someone do you think you should introduce your partner to your parents?
My parents are dead. So how about my kids? Okay. About a year, something like that.
Oh, a year?
Well, you're right. When you're older, you kind of know if you're going to hang out or not quicker.
Yeah.
All right, 4 to 6 months, something like that. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But the parents.
Drastic change.
Yeah, I know.
Okay. What about saying I love you?
That I find that easy to do, maybe too easy sometimes. Like I told you, I can get too
clingy.
Which I know is of itself a red flag that I'm holding up, right?
Yeah. You say I love you too soon.
But the question was how soon?
How soon do you think you should say I love you?
I mean, if you're talking about being exclusive, right, and you're having sex and you're into it, and you're, 3 to 6 months again, that sort of zone.
Yeah. Do you has any girl ever said that she loves you and you didn't feel it back?
I'm sure stuff like that has happened.
How do you handle that?
It's very I start thinking about how to
You
get
just say
out of
thank
it.
you?
I just like going, I just start thinking of ways to get out, escape.
Yeah. Let's say you went on the worst date of your life. So bad that you didn't even want to finish the meal. How would you get out of it?
I would bear down to finish the meal, and
You
I
would
would
do it.
I would wrap it up. I'd find an excuse to, I would finish the meal.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's too brutal. just unless the person was abusive or something. Then
Yeah.
let's get out of here.
I
That's
feel
it.
like a good excuse would just be like that it costs too much money.
I think I would be, if I got to that point, I would be very direct. I think.
Yeah.
I would make excuses. I would just go, this isn't working.
How do you feel about open relationships?
I think they sound fun. Well, listen, but here, I haven't finished my thought. Let me finish the thought. If I were just dating, right? I were just dating, then whoever I'm dating better get ready for the fact that I'm just dating. You know what I mean? I'm not in a relationship. And if that kind of open you're talking about, then I'm into it. But if you're in a committed relationship, while it sounds fun and a lot of people are doing it, I can tell you with categorical certainty, it does not work.
Right.
I wish it did work. It'd be a lot of fun. It does not work. Things fall apart. The time course is different for different people, but it always fucks up. Do you know who Jason Ellis is? Do you know Jason Ellis?
No.
Jason Ellis has a podcast. He's a Australian guy. He's a skateboarder, boxing guy.
Sounds hot.
And he and his girlfriend had this open relationship. And I was like, well, I finally found somebody that it seems to work for them. They've been doing it for years. Fell apart.
Of course.
It always falls. So if it's a relationship that is really important to you,
Yeah.
do not to do that.
Yeah. Have you ever had a threesome?
No,
Foursome?
no, just. I choose my partners wisely.
Yeah.
And so one is what I want. I want that one.
The one.
Yes. I don't think there's anything wrong with two, but I thankfully have been able to be with people I want to be with.
That's wonderful.
Yeah.
Well, I guess
That's it? My menu's over?
I know.
Oh.
Do you want to hang out longer?
Yes, I do. Can we go on a second date?
Oh, I'd love to.
Oh my goodness.
This has been
that's
so
a little bit
hard
of a red
for me
flag.
to contain myself.
Too much. A little too much. A little
I
red
know.
flag.
I'm like, yes.
So-
You're just one of my favorite people on the whole
I
planet.
love
So
working with you. You're great. I had no doubt you would get here. You killed it on my show. You're my wife's favorite guest. Sorry, gentlemen. So thank you for all you've done here at your mom's house too.
Well, I'm not done yet. I have one more question.
Okay, this is the dessert
The
question.
dessert question.
Are these fun ones or these harsh ones?
This is one fun one.
Okay.
What is the sweetest thing you've ever done for someone that you were with?
I mean, you got to remember I'm married for a long time, so I hope I've done lots of sweet things for
I'm sure
her.
you have.
I hope I have.
Does anything stick out where it was just like an extraordinary?
I am. Let me think about this. Because I used to buy her jewelry, and I remember one time I surprised her with something. We were in Arizona at something, and it just was a nice gesture, and she seemed to like it. What's interesting about that kind of thing, though, thankfully now she doesn't require that kind of attention anymore because
Yeah.
I'm weird with the money, and she got the message for all the years of me being nice to her and buying things for her and things. And now she's also into saving and building and doing the things.
Oh, that's good.
Which is good. But here's what I want to say, and gentlemen, back me up on this. When you're dating a guy and he's overly like what you would call romantic, as males, we all immediately go, "Oh, what's he up to?" He's manipulating her. What's he doing? What's he up to? If there's candles, if it's on the beach, all that stuff. You feel it's one thing to be super nice and super gentlemanly and appropriate and just as present with you as possible. But when you start doing the over the top stuff, we just kind of go, all right, what's he doing?
Yeah.
I don't trust that. So that's all. So
Yeah.
so I don't tend to go all the way down that path.
Right.
It feels uncomfortable to me.
But you've given really nice gifts.
I
it
have.
sounds
I have.
like.
And
All right.
and I've surprised her with them. So.
Well, we're gonna recap your red flags. That's my favorite thing to do.
Okay.
So first of all, you're too clingy. In
I
your
can
past,
be.
Can
I
be
can
too
be.
clingy.
I can be.
Can be a little.
We'll see if I were dating now, if I were or not. I
Yeah.
have to get out there.
A little jealous sometimes. Lying about your strip club story.
What did I lie? What did I say?
You said it was us that took you. We did not. You
How did
took
I know
us.
where to go unless you guys
took
told me
us.
where to go?
You
I
took
don't know where the
us.
strip
You
clubs
took
are.
us, bro.
All right.
You
okay.
took them.
But lying would be a red flag. So if I lied, I apologize. So right, to make amends quickly.
Manipulate
lied.
your wife into losing weight.
Is that manipulative?
And you would introduce your parents after a year.
That's too long.
Yeah, of course.
Is it too long?
I think 6 months is the longest you should wait.
Okay.
But anyway, I'd love to go on another date
So
with you.
would you if we went on this first date, would you have raised these issues and gone?
I think what's lovely about this podcast is I feel the freedom to really ask these questions. I don't think enough people ask these questions on dates.
Completely agree. Completely. And by the way, I find this completely enjoyable.
Totally.
Right? And why have conversations about bullshit? Why not talk about things that are important?
Totally. And I think that also in as
But it makes
well
you
as
nervous
red
to be the subject of it. But it's challenging.
because
It's
you're
good.
on the spot a little bit and you gotta be honest.
I'm afraid of what I'm going to remember. kind of thing.
Well,
Yeah.
I think that you all, as many red flags as like people have, there's always
Yeah.
green ones too.
Yeah.
And you communicate really well. You sound very loving. It sounds like you, like even though you could be too clingy, like it sounds like you know what you want. So it's like the double-edged sword. With everything that's negative, the other side could have
Yep.
something really
Yep.
positive.
Yep.
Anyway, thank you for coming on my show.
Lauren, privilege, pleasure,
Can't wait
congratulations.
to see you good. Thank you. Everyone already knows where to find you, but
So, I'll give you 3 places. Obviously, here at your mom's house, Dr. Drew After Dark. Also, drdrew.com. I still do a podcast with Adam Carolla. And then drdrew.tv. I do a streaming show that my wife produces 3 days a week. Really interesting stuff you guys would like. So,
Dr. Drew After Dark here at YMH Studios. Thank you guys for tuning in to another episode of First Date. We'll see you next time.
First date, baby.
Are you really drinking a glass of milk with dinner?
First date, I can't wait.
You told your mom about me?
Just say you're ready.
Delete my number.
First date.
Your parents are your roommates?
First date.
This week on First Date,
So fucked up to blast farts at yoga. I've never heard anyone do it.
you've smelt someone do it.
Oh yeah. And that person is me.
Some people are into working out on their
What?
first date. I know, it's weird.
That's a red flag, right?
I mean, I would think so, but
Come to the gym with me?
I'm so excited to see you tonight.
First date, baby. First date, I can't wait. First date.
And we're back with another episode of First Date. Today, my guest is super exciting, you guys. He was born in Asheville, North Carolina. He was born on 4/20. He's into meditation, spiritualism. He's a comedian. You probably remember him from all the episodes that he had on Joe Rogan Experience, his episodes on Drunk History. He has his own podcast. He's also been on a Netflix special that he created called The Midnight Gospel. He's super funny. Let's welcome Duncan Trussell.
Hi. Hi, thank you.
Thanks for coming on my show.
Thank you for having me.
Cheers.
Cheers.
So these are my first piece of merch.
Incredible.
You guys, I have martini glasses, and it says "First Date with Lauren Compton" right here. You can get them in the
Beautiful.
YMH store. I'm so stoked for this.
Me too.
It's actually really good.
It's
I feel like that's some
delicious.
ASMR.
Do you think the martini glass affects the taste, like in some weird placebo way? Like if you're drinking out of like a shitty martini?
Yeah, it tastes like pussy. That's exactly what it tastes like.
Wow, if only.
So before we get started, let me just preface you a little bit.
Okay.
So I have a menu here.
Yes.
This is our first date.
Okay.
I've got some appetizer questions.
Okay.
I've got main course questions.
All right.
And then a dessert question.
Okay.
There's no wrong answers, but I will call out your red flags.
Okay.
And I'll call out your green flags too. It's not a test.
All right.
It's just a fun little first date.
Okay.
So
Doesn't seem stressful at all.
we're going to start off with some appetizer questions. So being into spirituality, how do you feel about astrology?
I there's a author, Robert Anton Wilson, a philosopher, and he says the best thing to do when it comes to pretty much anything like astrology, the occult, magic, God, is to maintain a kind of agnosticism regarding it. In other words, let yourself believe it. Give yourself a day where you believe in astrology. So, for example,
Just one day?
well, it's up to you. You can give yourself a year if you want. But in other words, like some people instantaneously reject shit like astrology, and who can blame them? It sounds absolutely batshit. But instead of just rejecting it, that's no fun. Make yourself believe it for a day, like intensely believe it. That right now, Mars is in Virgo, which is causing some reality to happen in your life based on planetary alignments. And then at the very least, you understand the world people who are convinced astrology is real exist in, which is super fun.
If you went on a date and a girl was super opposed to everything astrology, she wasn't very spiritual, she was atheist, How would you feel about going on a date with someone like that?
I would feel horrible for both of us. Like she's gonna she's gonna hate me, and like I'm gonna be annoying to her, and then I'm I wouldn't enjoy that at all. I'd feel, but I do love like authentic atheists versus like the atheist that feels like they're pushing back against religious, spiritual, the repression they experienced as kids. Though I do get that, but like my friends who are like true atheists, it's the best to like go back and forth with them with all my spiritual bullshit. And like, I just really enjoy that interaction. So I guess it depends on the mood behind the atheism.
Right. Where's your idea of a perfect first date?
A perfect first date?
Yeah.
I think that's impossible to answer. Like, and maybe it's just because like I've been married for a while now and I have to think back to first dates. But in general, it's hard for me to summon that up, because what is the first date? Is it like going out to eat? Is that the first date?
I feel like a first date is your first outing, whether that's
Okay.
some people are into working out on their
What?
first date. I know, it's weird.
That's a red flag, right?
I mean, I would think so, but
Come to the gym with me?
what if it was yoga? What if it was a yoga studio?
Oh, nightmare. Nightmare.
Why is it a nightmare?
When I do yoga, like they bring out the blocks. Like they have to bring out like a whole,
You're like a master.
not a master. I suck so bad at it. Like they have to like raise my ass up and get
Yeah.
like people worry about me. It's like they bring out this stuff for like geriatrics for me. I'm not very flexible. So assuming like I like
Oh,
this
they're
person.
bringing out blocks for support.
Support, not like, oh my God, the master is here. Just like we don't want him to break his hip.
Right.
So they adjust. Yeah. So no, yoga would be a terrible first date for me.
Yeah.
I would hate it.
I always feel like I would be embarrassed to fart in a room like that around
Yeah.
a bunch of people. You could hear a pin drop in a
I
yoga
know.
room.
I know. It's so fucked up to blast farts at yoga. I've never heard anyone do it.
They've been silent. You've smelt someone do it.
Oh yeah. And that person is me because my my body, it's just like when the first time you do yoga, you're just squeezing out all the
You
poisons.
are. All the different twists and turns.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a toxic environment.
Yes.
I agree.
Yes.
How often do you exercise?
I'm going to be real honest with you. I just started going back to the gym recently and I love it. But so to answer that question right now, though, I fell off the wagon again. I was like in the loop. I was doing it. Right now, my wife is very close to giving birth, and I'm not blaming it on her because it's definitely not her fault. You could always go to the gym. But psychologically, I'm using it somehow as some pathetic excuse to not go to the gym. It doesn't make sense.
She's working out enough for the both of you.
I love it. I'll add it. I'll add it to the list of like reasons I'm not working out.
What is the worst first date you've ever been on?
So this is like pre-AOL, I believe. This is when people still use message boards, dial-up modem. I had just gotten this computer literally in my mom's basement. And I'd just been hanging out on this message board, and there was like one female on this message board. A never-ending onslaught of getting hit on by like computer nerds. I was in a rivalry with another computer nerd over this person that I'd never seen or met. This is when it took forever to download pictures. So she wanted to go on a date with me. So I meet her at this apartment complex, and she wanted to go to a movie. So we went to a movie, and on the way back from the movie, someone was tailgating us. And she goes, slam on your brakes right now.
I love that.
We could split the insurance money.
What a bad bitch.
Bad bitch! It's an insurance scam. And then, like, we were going fast.
This is the woman you married, right?
I know. This is the one that got away. It's the one that got away.
That's a Bonnie and Clyde story.
Yeah.
Okay, so did you slam those brakes on?
Hell no.
Oh.
No, we went to the grocery store. We went to the grocery store, and she used food stamps to buy artificial crab. So we went. By the way, back then I was kind of like, "This is amazing." Like,
Yeah.
like we're like sitting on the floor of her apartment, eating artificial crab in the second floor of her apartment when an unknown man standing in front of her window starts like, "Hey, hey!" And she's like, "Just ignore him." That's it. That's all I can remember.
And what, you blacked out from just trauma?
You know, things like that, like those, like it's like little memory bubbles in my
I
mind,
know.
and I'm afraid to like go to the next bubble sometimes.
There's a significant half of my life that I just don't remember
Yeah.
because it just traumatized me, and I think that our brain protects us,
Yeah.
just blocks us off.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh my goodness,
And
I
it's
can't.
all gone.
Uh-huh.
That trauma, it's just gone.
Probably a significant amount of drugs and spirituality and going into another dimension would bring it back to me. That's probably why I don't do them. I don't want to remember.
Yeah,
any
you
of that
don't. Just sweep it under the
shit.
rug.
It's just dumb.
It'll never show up later.
Main course questions. What do you feel is the key to a good relationship?
It's got to be communication.
Yeah.
100%. It's like you have to somehow be able to communicate with each other, and both of you have to be willing to hear the other person's perspective.
Mm-hmm.
Because, you know, for me, the moment I'm unwilling to recognize that we all have our own subjective reality tunnels, then I get caught up in trying to be right.
Mm.
And, you know, which is, you probably are right in the sense this is your reality tunnel and everything you're experiencing around you is your mind. So in that sense, you're right. In your ideas of like what this person has done to upset you or are right. But also the other person's ideas of what you might have done to upset them are right in the sense that these are just two merging parts of the multiverse disguised as people.
Yeah.
And so communication is like harmonizing those two, I think.
I feel like in a conversation between two people, one person is always right and the other person is you.
Yeah, that's a good tattoo, man. That's
No
a good
regrets.
tattoo.
What if you're at dinner with someone and they're completely sober and they don't drink alcohol whatsoever?
Yeah.
And you're not sober, but you're not like a raging alcoholic. You just want to have a cocktail.
Yeah.
Do you withhold and just meet them at water? Do you have a drink?
I don't think that's fair for them. I think like people who are not drinking, to add to the pressure of not drinking, that suddenly you have to subscribe to whatever their particular abstinence policy
Yeah.
is not fair for them. And also, like if you're starting off your relationship with someone by like instantaneously trying to chameleon yourself into something you think they'll like,
Yeah.
you are in for trouble down the road because they're just gonna be like, oh, cool, they don't drink. This is great. And then, but you do. You love to drink. You love to drink. You love to peep. You love to get hammered and go look through windows and wear adult diapers and go to furry conventions. But you're like,
Yeah.
But you're like, I'm totally normal. You've got bags of ketamine in your pocket.
Yeah.
So that's not a good first date.
No, it's not.
No.
Do you trust a sober person?
Yeah, I do. I trust, you know, one of my friends told me something that I think about all the time, which is you can trust people to be who they are. You can't necessarily trust them to do what they say. And once that's brought a lot of peace to my life, you know, because when you recognize, oh, this is who a person is, they're sober. And they might be, you know, right now in a period of their life where they're not easy to be around because they're sober or whatever it may be. Yeah, I still trust them in the sense that's you're doing your thing right now. You're sober. I mean, yeah, I don't have a problem with trusting people generally.
That's good. What is a deal breaker for you?
A deal breaker?
A deal breaker, something that is a hard no when dating.
I mean, you know, somebody who says they don't like babies, kids, if somebody like spouts out some of that edgelordy weird shit, it's like you don't like kids.
Mm-hmm.
Like you don't like the
Like
source
they don't like
of,
tiny people.
like what the fuck? You don't like the source of humanity on the planet? Like you're like a droplet of water in a fountain that is being flung into the void and is aging as you go, but you don't like the younger droplets of water. And also, when you have kids and you see older kids around younger kids, they are mean to the younger kids. Like, there's an elitism to a 6-year-old when they see a 4-year-old. They'll be like, "Go away, baby." And it's so fun. So like, you're 6.
Yeah.
You're not in the Illuminati. What are you fucking doing? Like, it's a playground. But so when adults do it, it's the exact, they just never got past that.
Yeah.
I don't like babies. I don't like kids. Like, why? How could you not like kids?
I feel like people don't like the problems that kids come with sometimes. Like,
Fair
people
enough.
don't like that kids scream on airplanes. And when people who don't like kids think about kids, they're not thinking about the joys in life that they come with.
Yeah.
I think they're thinking about how much work that's going to be, the amount of money that's going to cost, all of the time that's going to get taken away from them. And I think that you have to become more of a selfless person.
Yeah, it means it could mean a bunch of things, but I do think that wrapped up in that could be a little bit of like self-obsession or a general idea that you are going to be the thing that really changes the world. Like, I think a lot of people are like, I'm the thing. Like, this is my life, my career. I'm going to do it. It's so like, it's like it's like an ice cube melting and like, I'm going to be the best ice cube.
I feel that way when I go to the gym. I'm always
God.
like in there and I'm like, today's the day that I'm going to just absolutely crush it. I do like 10 minutes on the elliptical and I'm like, I need a taco.
Yes.
I can't.
Yeah.
Do you ever get jealous? Do you get jealous easily?
Yes. I used to, not as much anymore. And that is a red flag. But yeah, I used to get jealous and it's all fucked up. It's all fucked up.
What makes you jealous? When someone flirts with your wife?
Okay, let me be a little honest with you. So, like, yesterday, flowers. My wife is very close to giving birth. Yesterday, flowers have been delivered. Now, my wife's upstairs. I'm looking at the flowers. There's no message. It's just flowers. I just want to illustrate how this is why I try to have some kind of spiritual practice, which is, there's nothing special about that at all. It's not romantic. It's like really just like to mitigate my neurosis. But so my mind immediately is like, I wonder where those flowers came from. Like, who the fuck is sending flowers to my wife when she's about to, like, what guy do I think is like, hey, I'm just going to send you some flowers and just not put my name on it and just fuck with your whole family. But that's the first presentation. That's what my mind will do first. And then I have to recognize okay, that's just a thought. I know that's not real. It's just like a bubble of sewage rising up from my subconscious. But yeah, it was from my mother-in-law. But so that's an example of now when those thoughts emerge, I'm much better at not believing them. But in earlier phases of my life, I was being dragged around by my mind. So I couldn't surrender to the basic reality, which is if the person you're with wants to be with someone else, you have to let them. What are you going to do? Hold them hostage? Is this a hostage situation? I thought this was romance. What's going on here? They want to be with someone else. They don't want to be with you as much as they want to be with someone else. Deal with it. You just have to surrender. That's good for both of you. I could never pull that off. I was always the not being able to deal with it didn't work out. They're into someone else.
Do you consider yourself very romantic?
I don't know. I think I don't know. That word is really I do think it was when my wife and I met, it was very romantic. And I think in the beginning of most of my relationships, there's some true romance that happens. And but sadly I've noticed that in not the romance goes away, but I've noticed that over time it kind of transforms into something that isn't quite as sparkly as it is in the beginning. And that sparkly quality is so beautiful and addictive. And it's why Romeo and Juliet, imagine if they didn't kill themselves. Do Romeo and Juliet long-term relationship 15 years later. It's not going to be as interesting a play.
Yeah,
because
they had to die.
for it. Yeah, or the credits roll in the romance movies, and everyone's dancing at the wedding or whatever.
Yeah.
Cut to 4 years later. 4 years later, when like the housing market's fucking up and the mortgage, you know what I mean? Like, cut to 4 years later. I don't know what this lump is.
The real estate agent comes in, totally destroys their relationship.
Yeah.
She's the mistress.
Yeah. I mean, all of this stuff.
Sounds like Austin.
Oh my God. This is the reality of human life is that we are lured into very difficult situations by the sparkliness, and we get in the difficult situations, which I think it's a teaching, it's a lesson.
Mm-hmm.
It's the guru, it's whatever you want to call it. It's your chance to get an advanced class in human existence. And then you realize, I don't want to take that fucking class. Like, I just want sparkly and easy and soft. And it just, at least in my experience, it's not like that.
What is your relationship like with your parents?
Well, they're dead. So it's not.
That is not funny.
But I was trying to make it funny and maybe it failed. All right. They don't all hit the bullseye.
Gosh, I'm sorry. What? Well, let's move on. From
Why?
that.
You mean move on like they did?
No, they moved down. We're
How
moving
dare you,
forward.
down?
I mean, unless you had them cremated.
What? Oh, I thought you were talking about hell.
Conversation is.
You saying my parents are in hell?
I don't know.
What
You seem-
fucking show is this, man? Your parents are in hell.
Hope you had a good relationship with them here on Earth.
Oh, I don't know if I did. But, maybe I'll try to break into hell and free them.
Oh my goodness. Well, did you have a good relationship with your parents before they died?
God, yes and no. I mean, it's like shit. If I'll tell you, red flag. If you ask someone, did you have a good relationship with your parents? And they're like, yes. It's like, oh yeah, you really did. Like the whole time it was all great. Teenage years, all of that was good. It was good in the sense that there was love there through the entire relationship, even though if the love was covered up with confusion or as a parent, my parents didn't have any like artists, performers in their family. So to have your child run off to LA and then be like, I'm going to be a comedian. You're just like, oh, Jesus fucking Christ.
Yeah.
Seriously? Like, that's not going to happen. That's not going to work. Statistically, that's not going to work. The probability of it working is so low because we're your parents. We know you're not funny. Like, how do you think you're going to be able to be a comedian?
My parents were the same way.
Right. So that's going to create real problems in a relationship because, I think the real, like, and I will be thinking about what I'm about to say probably in the future. The real challenge of parenting is like, you have to let your kid fail. You have to let your kid pursue the thing and like open the space for them to do it. And on every level, not just like, okay, great.
Right.
You're going to be a comedian. Wonderful. Go ahead. But inside you're like, oh, fuck, man, this is going to be really bad for everybody. You have to figure out like the entire spectrum of allowing them to be who they are. Kids are dangerous. They'll jump off of anything. They'll run right at a pit bull. They don't know that's the last thing they'll see. So you, as a parent, you have to like be the role of parent, but also you have to like connect with your kids like at a deeper level than like, you're my kid and I'm your dad, and like allow those two things to happen simultaneously. So yeah, I think that's the trick. I don't even remember what question I was answering. These martinis are strong.
They're so strong.
What if I wake up and I'm just talking to a garbage can? I thought I was on a podcast.
Look, I'm trying to tell myself that I'm not trash every day.
You
so
are
you're not going to
tra-
wake up to
yeah.
talking to a garbage
I
can.
didn't mean it like that. I meant like my worst fear is all of this is some hallucination, and I come to, and I'm just like, covered in filth. Like, and then I talk to Rob. No, there's a lizard. There's my lizard friend.
Oh man. I'm gonna go to my dessert question.
Okay.
What is the sweetest thing you've ever done for someone that you've been with?
Okay. This is so. I was talking to my wife about this because I was thinking it was when I proposed to her, but she's like, no, that wasn't it at all. And she told me that, and again, like, I think if you want to see a real red flag, it would be me being like, I'll tell you the sweetest thing ever. Like, I know that. I don't know. I hope I've done sweet things. I'm very neurotic. So when they sent me that question, I'm just like, fuck, I'm an asshole. I don't know. What have I done for anyone? I mean, Jesus, am I a black hole? Am I just some like swirling black hole of narcissism? I've never done anything really sweet, or can you be sweet to anyone? But my wife was telling me that after our kid was in the NICU and we, had to come home, and, she was saying it was like I gave her a bath and was washing her hair and helping her take her bandages off in the bathtub. And she said that was the sweetest thing. But I don't know. I mean, I guess it's the little things, I don't know.
But I think that shows a level of care and help. And I mean, you're going into bringing another life into the world and being with your wife and helping her. You're talking about bathing your wife, right?
What do you think I was talking
or
about?
the child.
The child was in the NICU.
Yeah.
I was bathing my wife. It's
That's
weird
what
when
I
you say
thought.
it like that.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, I was giving my wife a bath.
Yeah.
Yeah,
She probably needed your help.
she did. Yeah, she did. And I get that was sweet. It's easy to think you got to do some spectacular thing. I always
You
forget
don't.
that. Yeah, it's the little things.
What's the sweetest thing anyone's ever done for you?
I mean, that's a question that
I gave you a free drink.
motherfucker, you did. I love it. Not you, motherfucker, but motherfucker, a drink. Like I'm a biker. The sweetest thing. The sweetest thing anyone has ever done for me. I'm going to tell you. And it's really, I will try not to cry. You want to know the sweetest thing anyone's ever done for me?
Yes, I do.
So, you asked.
I did.
Okay. So, wait, do you mean significant other or in general in life?
I want whatever story you were about to cry about.
Okay. I'm not going to cry. No, I've had that part of my brain cut out recently. It feels so much better.
Dang it.
I mean, feelings are really a kind of like the appendix of humanity. Once we get rid of feelings, I think we can.
Yeah, that's a red flag.
Yeah, feelings are the first
Put
red
that
flag.
in all caps, team.
Feelings are a red flag. So my mom was very close to dying of breast cancer, and when I was like, one of the things you do as a parent, you wash your kids' clothes,
Mhm.
and so I had to leave. I had to go, and so she was so sick, cancer. So I can remember anyway, I went in the laundry room and she'd wash my clothes. She was on oxygen, but she'd gotten out of bed and washed my clothes. It's
Wow.
yeah.
When
I
she
know- I
was
know-
not able to.
No, it was the most beautiful on every level. It was very beautiful because it was it was just demonstrating what a true, I know it's so, speaking of simple things, I mean, obviously it'd be no big deal in any other situation, but something about her, that way of saying goodbye. I know it sounds ridiculous. I didn't even want to wash my clothes, and no big deal. Obviously, I didn't ask her, hey, Mom, there's an oxygen tank in
No,
the
you didn't
laundry
have
room. Can
to.
you wash my clothes?
Yeah.
It was this sweet, like, all mothers are like the same mother in the end, like, and so it was like that. It was like the demonstration of like, yeah, I'll do anything I can for you, even when I'm about to die.
Wow. Well, that's really beautiful.
Thanks. Sorry. I shouldn't have done that one. Should we do a different one? I didn't
Why
close on a cancer mom washing clothes on your funny podcast.
Not everything has to be funny. I mean, I think that honesty sometimes is more important than being funny. And the fact that your mom did something like that for you, which is the sweetest thing for you that someone has done, makes sense why you would bathe your wife, because it's an act of service.
Yeah.
Which is another love language that I always love to talk about on
Service?
the podcast. Well, just love languages in general.
Yeah.
And so I think that's acts of service seems to be very important to you, and a love language. Would you say that acts of service, doing things for other people and people showing you love through?
I am desperately encumbered by my own selfishness. And so the only way I have found, all the psychedelics, great, whatever, you still like recrystallize as yourself. It's like a spider makes a web. Like you might be able to like destroy your neurotic, convoluted, freaked out, traumatized, self-absorbed web with this thing or that, but it'll always grow back. And that's your karma. So I've noticed that when I'm able to clamber out of like my own neutron star level of selfishness and help other people, that I experience like an immediate remission of that situation, which is a very pathetic and painful place to be.
Well, my
Selfish.
little black widow, I am here to tell you that you have a very big heart.
Thank you.
Yes. But on that note, let me recap your red flags. So you show
Oh
up
my
late.
God, it's going to be an hour podcast.
You seem to be a little lazy showing up late to dates, but that's okay.
You mean to this one?
You're late to this podcast.
Yeah. I was late to this. That is a red flag.
I guess that is my red flag. You jealous?
What?
You're jealous? You can be jealous sometimes?
I used to be, but if you want to like do like past jealousy issues, mild jealousy issues, now I'll accept the red flag.
But now you're better.
I think I'm better now, yeah.
So balance is great. Communication, those are 2 green flags. And then you did say that you don't need feelings.
What?
You said that you don't need feelings.
As a joke.
I don't care. I'm just
That's
kidding.
a red flag? I give you a red flag.
I take shit too personal.
Red flag on you.
My red flag for sure.
Yeah, no, feelings are really bad.
Yeah.
I'm kidding. No, I think feelings are wonderful.
Yeah, until you catch them with the wrong person.
Yes, right.
Would you come on a second date with me?
Anytime. Yeah.
Cheers to that.
Hare Krishna. Cheers. Is me saying Hare Krishna a red flag?
No, because that's you being your authentic self. Where can people find you?
You can find me at DougAndTrussell.com, or you can watch my show on Netflix, The Midnight Gospel. And in September, this show I'm on, which is really funny, that Dan Harmon made, called Crapopolis, is going to be on Fox. So
In September.
September, yeah.
Cool. That's my birthday month.
Yay!
I can't wait.
Wait, what day? What?
The 15th.
My wife's September 11th.
Oh, really?
Isn't that wild?
Virgo energy.
Virgo energy.
Love
Yeah.
that. Well, thank you so much for coming on my show.
Thank you for
I can't wait to
having
have
me.
you back.
Thank you. I appreciate that. That means the world to me. Thank you. What a wonderful show. You're such a great host.
Thank you. And thank you guys for watching another episode. We'll see you next week.
First date, baby.
Are you really drinking a glass of milk with dinner?
First date, I can't wait.
You told your mom about me?
Just say you're ready.
Delete my number.